What's good with it, y'all? What's good with it? Give me them thumbs up. If you can hear me, give me them thumbs up, y'all. If you can hear me, give me them thumbs up. Give me them thumbs up. So I can get my chat call out the way. Y'all let me know. Let me know. I'm glad I got a part of the well, actually, one more thing. Y'all can hear me? Okay, thank you, Mocha. Okay, let me see. Hey, Miss Lady T. Dixon. Hey, Love Spare. Atmos in the morning, in the evening, and in the night. 24-hour Atmos, also known as Transcript Man, also known as Watermelon Man, also known as Post-Conviction Motion Man, also will be known as Appeals Man. Cool BJ. What's good with it? What's good with it? Partner in crime killer. Hey, Miss Whitney DTV. Glad to see you, honey. Hey, Mocha Duchess. Hey, hey, Danny. Hello, my Danny. Hey, Mama Danny. Hey, Mom Like Blue. The Angel Whispers in the building. Let's see. Hey, Cotton Candy. And Miss Reddy, what's good with it? What's good with it? So, y'all, hey. Now, I'm so glad that my partners in crime, Danny. Danny, one day you gonna tell me you 65 and I'm gonna pass out. Oh Lord. Yes. Listen, y'all. Listen. I can't thank everybody enough for last night, right? It started at Atmos's over the Atmos, right? And it just spilled on over here. When I tell you last night was epic, I don't know how we keep doing this. How? Oh, one they want to take our heads off. I'm trying to tell you, you can have an epic live with one person in there with 50 or whatever. You know, it's always going to be the content, and of course the chat is always going to be the ones to keep it, lit and all of that, and just all the elements, everything has to align. So it's always a perfect mix, a blend, whether it whatever we're talking about, whether it's we're trying to kill each other and stabbing in the back, this, that, and the third. It's always a good mix, and I appreciate it. I mean, I had when I was on Atmos, and I had dropped down in the chat to say hey to probably harassing James Harris. I was like, I saw so many people, I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about, right? And then of course, when Levi came over and what have you, it is a good mix. Listen, I appreciate everybody learning how to keep the ignorance out, right? And it doesn't matter, what side you're on, what team you roll with, this, that, and the third. It has to be ignorance and something wrong when people are just trying to prevent you from having a conversation with somebody that maybe have a difference of opinion, and then you have a lot of people that have the same opinion. Either way, it is not against the law to do that. It's not against the YouTube law to do that. It makes no sense. And I'm trying to tell you, you look at the people that is stifling knowledge, and trying to put a chokehold on knowledge, trying to prevent people from getting knowledge, having conversations, telling people what to do, where to go, this, that, and third up. Mind you can't tell these people that shit, but you got to look at that and look where they are and look how they pronounce words. That's all you got to look at, and you'll be like, yeah, look how they pronounce words and this, that, and the third. I'm not arguing with nobody, that can't bust out 110 on an IQ test. And if once they do that, they're gonna need to cash at me $175 for me to go back and forth with them. See, that's how You know what I'm saying? When you put requirements on motherfuckers, I'm always listen. It don't take much. It's not hard to outthink these people. These people are crazy as hell. Crazy. I mean, there is no physical bloodshed on channels, right? It's only virtual bloodshed, if that. But you have people that are trying to get an understanding. And I'm saying this, and I keep saying it. You need to support R. Kelly, not in particular. You need to either support him or be against him, however you want to do it. It's not the YouTubers, because you yourself is also a YouTuber. All you have to do is click the button, create a channel, and it'll walk you through it. So it's not a distinction to have. It's not no prestige or lucky charm or whatever to have. It's nothing big. I'm always about being humble and this and the third, whatever. I unless I'm operating under disclaimer number 2, and rarely do I life shame with that, but I don't like life shaming and things of that nature, whatever. And I'm very humble and appreciative of everybody and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you have people, the people that's taking this like really, really serious YouTube stuff are people that's not used to nothing. They're not used to having a warm place to stay, a warm meal to eat, a warm car to drive, a warm bath, or nothing. And that has occurred over a sustained period of life, right? Can't be, it ain't have nothing to do with that. We can't do nothing about that, But I haven't gotten a chance to look at everybody's take on it. I'm actually kind of under the weather, but this ear is tearing me the hell up, y'all. Oh my gosh. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody on either side trying to understand the case and supporting your position, right? Not supporting the bloggers or whatever, supporting your position. And that's what you should be doing. Concentrate on your focus. Ain't nothing wrong with having shit and giggles, but shit and giggles, that means the bloggers, that should be the side item. Your focus should be either for or against the man at the top. Or if you in the middle. It doesn't matter. But yeah, and you got to drown out ignorance. You got to pay no attention to it, what have you. I'm gonna briefly go over about last night, a few other things, and then we're gonna get into the post conviction motion, because I didn't read it. I skimmed through it to see, exactly what she was alleging, and so so I can see what I think her direction will be going, with all this stuff that's all this, this activity she gets to have for her client after the conviction, right? I'm just trying to get an idea how she thinks. So of course, hopefully the guys that have read this stuff, y'all can come pop in and feed it to me, whatever, so I can kind of, you know how we do. How we do. So and I'm trying to tell you, y'all are, listen, you think I'm lying, I'm not buttering you up or whatever. Y'all are so good with this stuff that, y'all can go somewhere and work like an entry level in somebody's law office. I'm not lying. In some kind of clerk's office. Y'all know more than clerks at the goddamn on respective floors that deal with matters with regards to the law and legal proceedings. Y'all do. I'm telling you. I'm impressed. I am impressed. Boy, it's, I added something on the list that I wanted to do. I don't know if we'll be able to pull it off or whatever, but I think we will. as a part of the our Club Blue profile. But I'm trying to tell you because I'm just that impressed by all you guys. So, and again, I appreciate it. I really do. This is crazy. I never thought I'd run into some hell people like y'all. But then you got the bad apples. Uh, Hold on for a minute. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Make sure if y'all are in here with the YouTube channel, make sure y'all drop your link. That says that on the ticker going by. I don't care anything about it. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you can't don't advertise in my check." We don't get down like that. But let me talk about a few things real quick, right? It might not be in order. So, like I said, last night was epic. And when you see heavy hitters hit the streets like Levi, Cho, Dennis Byron, whatever that's coming, well, Levi been over here, but those other two guys external, they coming and say you got the lead attorney and stuff like that. They're coming in or what have you. I say that is listen, I've never been a hater of nothing. That is crazy. And it's always welcoming to see people come in and it brings something to the sector. I have no idea why people believe that this particular area is theirs. If just because they were day ones, they have some type of exclusive rights and dictate what have whether you're a sub or whatever. It was a lot of us were day ones when it comes to this particular sector. I didn't have a channel way back early 2019, but I was definitely, came in all that long time, and I didn't know anything about Team Truth until I think it was October of 2019, right? That's when I ran across Larry while on Phases. So, and then um and I had met Nia prior to that, messing around. I don't know where I was. Maybe I was cussing out Kaya, the girl who do saying my neck and my back. Maybe I was over there with T.S. Madison. I don't know where I was. And then I met Nia, and then we didn't know. I didn't even know she was involved in the R. Kelly sector. And we saw each other in Larry's chat, because I'm thinking, it's always, it should be free to go wherever you want to without somebody telling you where you can go, where you can't go, or whatever. This is crazy. I wish I would let a motherfucker tell me what to do, where to go, and what have you. That is dumb. That's the dumbest shit I ever seen. For the reasons, especially for the reasons they telling you. So, but anyway, so I have no idea why was Sylvia under attack today for whatever reason. I don't know. I really don't know. But at some point, you got to understand that a lot of people get attacked around here because of, a lot of them have to do with hypocrisy, jealousy, obsession, and all of that falls under the umbrella of mental health. I know very rarely do I bring that. I usually leave that on our wall, but I'm gonna have to talk about it a little bit here then before we get into the other stuff in which I need y'all help. Right? I don't know what the hell happened, what the hell she did, but all I heard was a bunch of hollering and screaming like Sylvia committed a crime of killing somebody online. I don't know. It's just goddamn fool. Hey, MLL. That's Mom Life Love, MLL. So it's just crazy. That lady brings in a lot of resources around here. So the people like Spin Fire, and other people. Like, and you should be able to do what you see fit on your channel. And no one should be able to tell you how to do this, whatever. You see that shit right there don't fly over him. They know better. And it's so crazy I believe they have appointed certain people to even come to talk to me about whatever. You know, we have one or two certain people. Shit. And other than that, don't come over here with that foolishness with me, because I can think for myself. I don't need no assistance with that, because I know I'm gonna listen to you and I'm gonna know exactly where it's coming from. A position of some type of hate, envy, jealousy, or whatever. It's stupid. It don't make any sense. Leave people alone. Um, so I don't know what happened. I'll try to get caught up with that. Just trying to figure out what the hell she's been accused of doing now. Whether you like somebody or not. You, if you're talking about you're talking about people that's R. Kelly supporters or whatever, you could clearly pick out that she's one. Now, have some of the stuff she's done, a few things she's done have been questionable, yeah, but she's done them under the guise of being an R. Kelly supporter. Whether you agree with it or not, and I ain't saying I agree with a lot of stuff, but I'm just saying. So there you have it. Like I said, sometimes people do bad things for good reason. But the hypocrisy around here it just blows me. It blows me. When I hear people, and here's the thing. This got to be the most hypocritical, craziest ass shit I've ever heard. You have people that always talking about trying to tell people don't go to a channel or my channel. I'll just put not my channel, our channel. They'll come to our channel, but they've been the same ones that been coming to our channel. So much or so that they've been blocked, banned, thrown out. I don't know how that works. I really don't know how it works. And here's the thing. Nobody over here is asking any of those people to come over. I don't like messy motherfuckers. I don't like shit stalkers. Disingenuous motherfuckers. And it's to keep it 100. Those are the main people that lose friendships and things of that nature. They lose friends and things because of how they are. Nobody wants to be fucked up with a person that's not decent. I'm speaking for myself. So I don't know how that works. Nobody has to declare not talking about they don't come over. They need to say they're not trying to come over here anymore. And don't worry. Hopefully every time I catch you, I'll block you, ban you. That works fine for me. You can enter that in as, if you know anything about the law, you can enter that in as a stipulation because both of us agree. I don't want you here, and you don't want to come here. So it should never be any question, any problems. That works fine for me. Come on, y'all. That is how I like it. I'm gonna go and pin this link in the chat real quick, but don't hit it yet because I'm not finished talking about what I'm saying. I'm just going through and pinning it to the top. So where am I? So check this out. So like that means when I tell you that works out fine with me. I should never ever have to see you, mention y'all come on, y'all gonna have to like me up better than that. Y'all gonna have to hold on. When I tell you that hold on. With me. Okay, y'all don't have to. Yeah, come on, y'all gonna have to like me up a little bit better than that. This don't make no sense. You're gonna get the right information for free. All I need is a lot, just for you to like me up a little bit. I mean, like me up if you have to use what goes on over here for your livelihood, for your life. Why? I mean, I don't know why people want to always come after us over here on our channel when we help feeding you, and we the newbies. I don't know how that works. I really do. So let me come back on around the front. I don't know how that works out. And let me tell you some other common sense stuff that, I think I had to explain, right? I didn't think I had to explain. But check this out right here. If JoJo is my boyfriend, and if I'm his girlfriend, or if I'm friends of anybody, if he's my friend, if I'm his friend, or whatever it is, but especially if he's my boyfriend, I'm his girlfriend. Do you know JoJo is going to be on this channel? He's going to be on our channel. He is a part of the hour. And more important, he's a part of my hour. So I don't understand. I mean, let me tell you something. When you suffer from illiteracy and ignorance, and you got obsessions going, and you got all kinds of crazy shit, and some people that haven't been in a relationship or a real one, I haven't been in one in a mighty long time, or have never been married, or whatever it may be, you may not know how relationships function, or it may have, the time may have passed for you, and you people might not get it. But we don't have the same schedule. Hell, we're not even in the same state majority of the time. That's normal for people that lives in two different states that aren't married, but that's in a relationship. I can't believe I have to explain this, but I guess I do. And that's fine with me. That's fine. But just like a lot of you people, he may be at work. Listen, I go on around the clock, right? He may be at work listening, maybe doing something, listening to the live or whatever. That don't mean that somebody has broken up this, that, and the third. And even if we did or what have you, oh well, he'll get another woman, I'll get another man, if we want to. Or we could be single. But that's how a relationship goes. But I can't think of a scenario where we would never be in communication. So, you can relax. You'll see me on his channel. You'll see him on my channel. You'll see us doing some shows just like everywhere else. You'll see that. You'll see us sometime entering into a chat together. Yeah. Because we have a real life, and YouTube is just a part of it. It's not the life, it's just a part of it. It's just a little factor, little part, a little part of it. So I can't believe this. So, in essence, and I don't have an op. I'm not an op, and I don't have an op because I don't have a side. I would have to have an opposer. Well, I'm neutral. There is, if you know anything about the law of anything, or math, or whatever, science, or whatever, I'm neutral. What would be my opposer? If there was a positive and a negative, those are two opposers. I'm neutral. Only other thing it would be anti-neutral. And if I was anti-neutral, that means that I would either then have to be positive or negative. But let's stop at neutral. And I don't have an opposer. I don't get it. This is stupid. This is stupid. I haven't even go through this, the explanation of it. But oh well. Because I like people to wake up at some point or the next one, whatever, and find out how stupid they sound or look. Then I got somebody told me to go and listen to somebody, you know. And another thing, right? When it comes to holidays, and you are a couple that lives in two different states, right? All the time you may be together. Sometimes you may be together. Sometimes you won't. But business is going to be handled for the holidays. I can't believe I have to go. I'll go ahead and talk about it, right? Just a little bit. So I got 3 things for Valentine's Day. JoJo sent me money. My friend brought me an Apple TV box. And my little cousin that's in school, the one that I think I showed you. I showed some people a photo of her. And some people say she looked like me, the one I helped, take care of somewhat. She sent me out her little budget, some little face mask. Now I didn't have to buy shit for myself, because that would make me pathetic. And as with the awards that I'm most, proud of, is one for giving to a charity, and for being a debate champ, having no losses as a debate champ, and little stuff that I get from her. Like on my birthday, sometimes she'll send me a card with $1 in it. Yeah. And if I can find them, when I get like little cards or little pictures of kids, that 6 prisoners that I helped get out of jail, while being on the team that put them in jail, when I would get little stuff from them. Those are the things that mean the most to me. Not all them other awards and recognition and shit like that. That stuff, yeah, it I'm appreciative of it, but the things that means the most to me are the small things, and that are things that recognize the work that I've done for the things that's most important. And that little girl is very important to me. I think I've shared. I know I've shared her with JoJo. I think Fat Boy has seen her, and that's about it. She's in school. It's crazy. 100% nuts. Yeah, like that. That is nuts about some gifts, and it's always an issue, because it's stuff that comes from people that ain't getting nothing from nobody. And I promise you, see, the reason why I can't keep up with somebody, all the stuff people put on their boards and their lives and all that stuff, and I can't stalk everybody on the internet, on the YouTube sector, because I have a life. I can't do it. I don't have to go not one place to work. Like, so that is crazy. It's like the hypocrisy and the jealousy and the crazy stuff, and it's like So, guess what? Here's the thing. If you heard JoJo at any point, at any time, said that he agreed with the ops, which would be on those are people on Team Lock R. Kelly up, then you might have something. But I definitely list him as one of the staunch or the strongest or the whatever word you want to use, supporters. And you don't have to know what nobody does behind the scenes of this, that, and the third. I know, but I'm just saying nobody has to know that. I did a wall, and I said on my live a lot about about the strongest R. Kelly supporters and this, that, and the third. Hell, you can't do one for the R. Kelly on Team Lock R. Kelly up. Those supporters, cause shit, I'll be here all night. Hold on, what is this for? Okay, so I mean that's just crazy. And then this was also crazy, right? I don't know if how people read into this, but when JoJo said that he would die for R. Kelly, he didn't mean in a literal sense. And nobody's gonna die for nobody but like their kids and shit. No, he meant that he will take his last breath fighting for him. That's what he meant by that. I'm gonna tell you why, because I asked. Yeah, and when he said about not believing in the Lord, not saying that he don't believe in God and there is you know a spiritual presence, you know, but some of us refer to him as the Lord or Jesus, and some people refer to him as something else. That don't mean he's an atheist, because I don't do atheists. That's crazy. Like Lord, this is the problem what you have when people, when the illiterate trying to translate something, some people that's not illiterate. See, when the illiterate try to do things that the literate can do, that's when there's always a problem. Like I would never go out there and try to tell a brain surgeon to move over, give me the scalpel and whatever the hell they use in the operating room, and say move over, I got it. No. A lot of people around there try to do it to me sometimes. I don't know why or whatever, but and that's fine. I mean, if you got it right, not saying, because a lot of people, y'all have it right. A lot of people, there's other people that don't, and they want to criticize you because they don't have it. The stuff that you can't do ain't my problem, and vice versa. I don't make stuff like that my problem. It's weird. The climate around here this is a weird place. There are some areas that we're going to be fundamentally different in. One being decency, one being education, one being opportunity, one being, you know, whether well, your careers, all that type of stuff. We're gonna have differences. So you can expect one to excel in the areas in which they perform in, day in and day out. I don't get it. But I hope that covers some stuff. Now I done dropped the link so we can get to talking about this case. I want to see what is going on. I don't know what happened. Oh yeah. And y'all know, baby, that was the live I've been waiting for. And it happens, and these lives happen so organically because JoJo hit the link, and I don't know what he was going to talk about, and then Levi hit it, and that happened. Those epic moments happen. And this is so crazy. You know, people told me like long time ago, told me, yeah, you're gonna have to cut down on the lives because people ain't gonna sit through them lives or whatever. Do you know people be talking about they listen to the lives at work, riding home, you know, they stop and start them, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, okay, because listen, I don't be having time to try to cut them, you know, whatever. I guess I could do that, but I don't be having time. I pinned the link at the top, but I don't know what happened to Keller and his little toddler jacket. Cause I haven't read the motion. I just went to, I didn't go in detail. I just went to the little area that I was interested in. I wanted to know what the hell was she claiming. So I don't know where everybody is, but I mean, as far as hitting company talking about it, but I'm gonna tell you two things that I saw in the memorandum of law, right? So, and I went on the motion as well. But listen, so the argument she has is one, she has defendant. Okay, here we go. I hear a pop pop. Where we at? Okay, there we go. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it.
That intro one time. Intro one time. You know what? That's what I
Hey.
said when I wrote the first page of that motion. That's why I said, first page.
Oh, what's good with so what James Harris in the build on. So so can you tell me so it's those 2 points, right? About the jury and about Becker, right?
Say that again.
So the 2 points she's hitting at, let me cut this fan off. The 2 points she's hitting
So
at.
I got a problem too. I'm in the same boat with you pretty much
Mhm.
because um okay, so Whitney D was reading the retrial portion of it, and then Atmos was reading the acquittal. So
Oh, wait a minute
here,
here. Oh, let me get my paperwork together. Hold on. Okay. The retrial. Hold on. Okay. Motion of
so shit,
retrial.
I was going back and forth between them two. So I'm like, the shit was so good. Like I like, okay, I need to hear what Atmos saying. I need to hear what Whitney D saying. But
Oh, wow.
it's dead. That's dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival.
You hoping. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now listen, listen, listen. So did anybody catch that this was so funny. I'm on the phone talking to JoJo, right? I said, oh, she did cite Becker. I said, I wonder if
And,
she
and,
gonna argue that Becker,
oh,
the judge shouldn't allow her to stay. And I scanned through it, and that's exactly what she's saying. So I told
well, I
y'all,
thought she was arguing Becker as far as the issue with as.
right, which is what she wasn't, which is wasn't what, which is what was not supposed to come up on the ineffective assistance of counsel. But you see how what she did,
Well,
what
it
she
don't hurt to put it in. It don't hurt for her to argue it. However,
no. She's actually no. She's actually citing that, but the actual thing. Let me explain. Let me finish what I'm going to say. I said that in a grand scheme, right? When she is presenting the argument, while he was not supposed to, since he told her that she could remain on the team despite these conflicts of interest. She
right,
can. So the judge said, "Well, okay, now you waiving your right to come back
right,
and claim ineffective because we read it last night. ineffective for these conflicts or other conflicts, many conflicts of interest, right?
Right.
What Bonjean is saying is that the judge was derelict for allowing that to even him to even keep her in place. And what this is what my guess is. Bonjean is going to hit Judge Ann for that reason on appeal. She's going to
On the
hit that
appeal.
as
On
a
the appeal.
technical error, as a
On
legal
the
error.
on the appeal. On the appeal. But
No, no, no,
for
no.
post. Okay,
Right.
I hear you. I hear you.
Hold on, but you interrupt. You're not letting me
Go ahead.
finish what I'm saying. I'm trying to make a point. And this one point don't have anything to do with another. I'm just hybriding what I think is going to happen. But on that post conviction motion, she is telling Judge Ann that on this is how you address this on a post conviction motion. She is telling Judge Ann that you should have not allowed Nicole Becker in place to remain there. Okay, no matter whether you told him, because you should have looked at it as that it was a conflict of interest. And based on, and I'm just saying, I don't know what exactly is in there, but based on the Sixth Amendment, that in and itself will make that particular counsel ineffective. I mean, unable to do the job. Okay. So what she's saying on those post-conviction motions, because you know it goes back to the judge, usually goes back to the trial judge, is that you applied your ruling wrong. Therefore, it needs to be remedied, and you remedy that by whatever she's asking for. It's a new acquittal, new trial, or whatever. I don't know what she's asking for. That is what she's saying. So what I'm saying, so now that I see that's where she's actually going to go after that issue that happened with Becker that she wasn't supposed to go after, I am guessing that if none of this shit works, when it comes to an appeal, she's going to cite that to the appeal on appeal that the judge applied that incorrectly. She's going to use that on the appeal.
All right. I get all that. The problem is he waived his right, and it's on the record. So she got to get over that part as well. She have to get
You
over
ain't
the
hear
part.
nothing I just
I
said.
heard you for the past. I heard
No,
you.
no, if you did, you didn't hear. You wouldn't have said that. What I'm saying is this: we know that. That's why she couldn't hit him with a conflict of interest for Becker for actually having those conflicts. She couldn't do that. That was dead. She had to come creative and say, "It's the hey judge, you ain't hear what I just said. You didn't apply the law correctly. You didn't give him the appropriate governance, the appropriate coverage under the Sixth Amendment. You shouldn't have allowed it, period, whether he waived it or not." She's saying whether he waived it or not. Guarantee you that's what she said to me. Now go, if somebody can go through and read it, let me know. All I just saw was a little bit when I saw she said, okay, it shouldn't have been allowed. That's exactly what she said.
Right,
So
but he
it's
was
not a
adamant.
problem. It's not a problem that he waived it. Take that out your head. It's
I
not
ain't
a
taking that
problem
out
that he
my head
waived
because
it.
it's in the equation. I ain't taking that out my
Oh
head.
my gosh. It's in the
Take it out
equation
your head.
only no, it's in the equation only because it happened. That's
Right. So
not
I
what
ain't
she's
taking it out my
arguing.
head. It happened. You can't take something out that happened. It happened. Can't take it out.
But
She
you're
wanted to
trying
take
to
it
use
out.
it for the argument you're trying to use it, and you're totally 100% incorrect.
Listen, all I'm saying is he was adamant. She appointed an attorney. She did everything she was supposed to do in that situation. He said he she appointed attorney, took a break. Like you can go back to this curse your hand. Took a break for an hour and a half and went over it with a appointed attorney and to make sure that he was well aware of the decision that he was making.
Okay, I nobody is No, I'm not saying that didn't happen, whatever. And I'm saying
I
that was
think she
well and
cut
right
what
and
I'm
that was
saying. I hear
accurate.
what you saying. What I'm
Okay,
saying
no, you
is,
don't. Can
I
somebody
hear you.
else hit this link so somebody can tell me that they understand what I'm saying, or can somebody repeat to me what I'm saying in the chat,
Pull
because
it up.
he
Just
is
pull it
still
up.
telling me
Let's
about
pull it up.
that. Nobody is disputing that. We know that. You're missing what I'm saying. She is not hitting because of that, because he, she's not hitting because of the conflict. That's not what
Okay.
she's talking
I
about.
hear I hear what you saying. I hear what
Then
she's
why
talking
do they?
about. And all I'm
Then
saying
what
is
am I
that
saying then? What am I saying?
all I'm saying is good luck. It ain't gonna work.
That is not what you just said.
That's what I'm saying. Good luck. It ain't gonna
No,
work.
you confusing the people. What I'm saying is, she is saying that the judge shouldn't have
She
allowed
should
Deborah to
she shouldn't even
stay
gave him the option. I hear
regardless.
what you're saying. She shouldn't even gave him the option
Right,
to. That's what you saying.
right. That's what she's saying.
Okay. Do it.
Guaranteed. Let me go
Uh.
look.
Um. He shouldn't gave him the option, but don't he have the option to choose his counsel? That's another right of his.
Oh God.
I'm asking you, Angie.
Yes, yes,
Do he?
yes,
I'm asking. Okay, listen to me. I'm
yeah,
asking you.
yeah.
Do he
I
have
understand.
a right to choose his counsel as one of his rights? Yes or no?
Yes, he has that right.
Okay, so here's what I'm saying. If she wouldn't have allowed it, okay, so Bonji have to put this in there. So if it was the other way around, right? She would have came back with the other one, said he have the right to choose his counsel, and you didn't even give her the chance. You didn't even let him choose. She would have came with the other one. So she, as a appellate attorney, she have to do that. Good luck. I think.
Exactly. That's
Okay,
true. That
listen to
part is
me.
right.
Listen to me. Listen
Go
to me.
ahead.
Listen
Go
to me.
ahead.
All I'm saying is, I believe Auntie Anne covered herself for that, because had she just got rid of her completely, she still would have been in violation of his right, and she would have came and attacked that. Either way it would have went. She would attack either that part of it or the other part of it. So Auntie Anne covered her part and made sure he was aware that you are waiving your right if the, for ineffective counsel. Appointed an attorney, took a recess for an hour and a half, went over it with him, and it's over with. Throw. It's over.
No, no. See, of course, no, no. Of course, the Miss Bonjean could have argued those points. She could argue those points, and all of this is strategy. Okay, but what
Right, right.
she is saying what Bonjean is saying, in the interest of justice, higher than what,
Listen to
and
me,
at
man.
this point,
You didn't hear
higher.
me.
I'm
You didn't
not
hear me.
finished. I did hear you. I agree with you. What she is saying is, in the interest of justice and higher than the judge, the judge should have
Mm-hmm.
taken that particular, taking that out of his
Yep.
control, and automatically put somebody in that spot.
It, if she would have, let's say the judge would have did all that, right? She would put in the motion that the judge violate his right to choose his counsel.
Right, but here's the thing right
Okay,
here.
so we,
She didn't. Hold on. She
and
didn't
she
do
probably
it.
would have won
You're
that
talking.
shit.
Oh my God.
She probably
You're
would have
talking.
won that one
She didn't do that. So she's
if she
only
would.
dealing with what happened. We're not talking about
Either
what
way,
didn't happen.
okay. Either way, it'd have been a appellate issue. Either way, and
Okay, that's fine, and that's fair game.
all right.
Fair
But
game. But
what I'm saying is the opposite way. I think she would have had the opposite way if she would have said, "Fuck that! I ain't giving you the option to choose." She would have violated his right, and I think Bojin would have had a better leg to stand on than what she do now. But either way, it
that
would have
didn't
been
happen though.
a
So I
appellate
mean, that's
issue.
a new point. It didn't happen. So let me
Right.
read what she put in this thing. Let me read what she says. It says, defendant is entitled to a new trial where he was denied his Sixth Amendment constitutional guarantee of conflict-free counsel. Okay. Okay, so she is saying what I just said. The Sixth Amendment guarantee of conflict-free counsel. This lady's good. Okay. It said mere weeks before the commencement of trial, it was, and I'm not on the screen, y'all, and I don't have it on the screen. It says mere weeks before the commencement of trial, it was discovered that one defendant's attorneys, Miss Becker, may be suffering from a conflict of interest because of her prior representation of the government's key witness, Jane. Consistent with its obligations, the court conducted a cursory hearing and concluded that Ms. Becker had entered into an attorney-client relationship with Jane while she was representing the defendant. Although this conflict was unwaverable, conflict, the court permitted defendant to waive it.
Right.
Hold on. Now I ain't gonna put it in the screen yet. I'm gonna keep reading. Cause I know I was goddamn right. So let me go back. Let me go back and read it for intentions. Okay. Consent with its obligation. The court conducted a cursory hearing and concluded that Ms. Becker had entered into an attorney-client relationship with Jane while she was representing the defendant. Although this conflict was an unwaivable conflict, the court permitted the defendant to waive it. So she's saying it was an unwaivable conflict, where one in which he shouldn't have been allowed to waive, which is what I was saying. Oh my goodness, baby, go ahead on, Jeffrey Bon Jones. Come on, wait a minute, let me
Does she
see.
have? Does she have any?
Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. Oh hell no, Team Chaos. Hell no.
I knew it.
Come on, you
I
got to
knew it.
light me up.
I knew it. I knew it. I told you, Angie. I told you what you was gonna say.
Team Chaos, come on, light me up. Light me up. Y'all gonna have to come on through with this. You got me bent. Come on with them likes. Light me up. Come on. Is you on crack, Team Chaos? This is getting good. Come on. Y'all gonna have to do better than that. I don't need no money. I just need some, like, come on, Team Chaos. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Come on, team. Come on, mama, baby. Come on, mama, baby. Come on, Tugger. Yeah, come on, y'all almost there. Come on, Tuggerfoot. I don't ask so much. Come on, Tuggerfoot. Come on, Tugger.
So, here's the question.
What?
Here's the question. Do you have the option to waive any of your rights?
Listen.
Hey,
this lady.
Can we get this question answered first?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Okay. It was a rhetorical question.
But I'm finna. So yeah, but
if you have, hold on. I'm trying to make a point. It was a rhetorical question. So the point I'm making is, if you have the option to waive your rights, how can it be an unwaivable situation? If that's
go ahead.
Okay, if you have the
certain rights, certain. Hold on, certain. But let me finish what I'm saying. Okay. She said, although this conflict was an unwaivable conflict, the conflict was not the rights, it's the conflict. Okay, so that meaning with this particular issue.
Well, she mentioned Sixth Amendment, didn't she?
Yes, hold on. Yes, Sixth Amendment, because you got to mention that when you're talking about ineffective counsel, when you're preparing these briefs. Then you just wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Because you're messing up my thoughts. I'm trying. I do this on this right. Don't do that either. I do this freestyle. This is real time. Okay, let me see what else we can find.
We can eat these grapes. Go ahead.
Okay, so although this conflict was an unwaivable conflict, the court permitted the defendant to waive it. Okay, that's the issue. Because the defendant was denied conflict-free counsel by an attorney who likely possessed information that could have been used to discredit Jane's testimony, but was unable to utilize the information without revealing attorney-client communications, defendant was prejudiced by this conflict. She done, hold on, y'all. Okay. Remember, y'all, I'm coming back on around the front.
All
Come on,
right,
because I
can I
got to talk to
interject?
y'all about this.
Can I interject?
Nope.
All right,
You
go
can't fuck
ahead.
up my thoughts right now.
Go
Nope.
ahead.
Nope. 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 You're going to have to hold on to that. So,
Well,
listen, y'all. Listen. Remember last night I was telling y'all the test for ineffective counsel? Remember I was telling y'all the damn test? She's hitting the test, baby. She's hitting the damn test. Oh my goodness. So Team Cal, wait a minute. Team Cal, hold up, wait a minute. Come on in here and throw some rocks at them. Throw some rocks at them, Team Cal.
come on, Andy. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on. I don't got.
No,
I'm gonna have to get up off.
don't rush me.
I
I'm
don't have
trying to
much
get to the.
time, so come on.
Yes, the hell you do. Hold
Come
on.
on.
Okay.
Come on.
So prejudice by hush, because you keep interrupting me. Okay, prejudice by this conflict. Okay, so she's saying, remember I said one of the steps was prejudice, making the verdict prejudice, right? So she's saying it's prejudice by this conflict. She's hitting that, she's raising that this point in this brief. Okay, she says the Sixth Amendment mandates that in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Okay. The right to counsel includes a criminal defendant's right to be represented by the counsel of his choice. All right. She's have a bunch of case law in there. So, however, this qualified right is supported by, among other things, the Sixth Amendment right to effective assistance of counsel. Okay. And a defendant's Sixth Amendment right to effective assistance of counsel includes the right to representation by conflict-free counsel. Ooh. Oh, a per se conflict of interest exists where the attorney was not licensed to practice law because he failed to satisfy the substantive requirements of admission to the bar, and where the attorney was implicated in the defendant's crime. All right. The per se rule applies when an attorney is implicated in the crimes of his or her client, since in the event the attorney cannot be free from fear that a vigorous defense should lead the prosecutor or the trial judge to discover evidence of attorneys on wrongdoing. And it says an attorney has an actual as opposed to potential conflict of interest when, during the course of the representation, the attorneys and defendants' interests diverge with respect to a material, factual, or legal issue, or to a course of action. Ooh, course of action meaning is what the judge should have done. A course of action, and
I
this
think
is
she did that.
No, what she's talking about, the course of action. She's saying she's raising that the course of action should have been he shouldn't have been able to waive an unwaivable conflict. That's what she's saying. It says while a defendant is generally required to demonstrate prejudice to prevail on a chain of ineffective assistance of counsel, this is not so when counsel is burdened by an actual conflict of interest. Ooh, prejudice is presumed under such circumstances. This is an appellate attorney. This is why you want one. Okay. In the case at bar, the defendant is entitled to a new trial where his attorney labored under a per se and actual conflict of interest that could not be waived. At a cursorial hearing held on July 15, 2021, just weeks before the commencement of trial, James' prior attorney, Ms. Rodriguez, disclosed, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Rodriguez goes into it. So I can come on around the front. Yes, what is it you got to say?
All right. First of all, I got a couple things to say. First of all, what she said right there should have been in the appeal. That's first of all. That's the wrong. This shouldn't have been in this shouldn't be something that Auntie Ann is going to decide on. I'm pretty sure I already know what her decision going to be on this. So that, first of all, this genius ass pet attorney don't know who to talk to, because Auntie ain't gonna deny that shit. First of all, second of all, um, she claiming. So let me understand. Understand this correctly. She claiming that Nicole, because of the conflict situation, she shouldn't have been on the trial at all. Is that what I'm gathering?
Right. But here's the
Okay.
thing, right?
Okay. Hold
This
on.
is
Wait. Hold on.
hold on.
Hold
Hold
on.
on. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm asking the first part of your question. This is an effective assistance of counsel, so it can go here on the post conviction motion, and it can go
It
there on
could.
an appeal.
Good. I think she would have more success with it on, more of a chance with it on the appeal. But that's just my opinion. Um, so she don't want, because of the conflict. She's saying that Nicole shouldn't have been on the trial at all because of the conflict with Asriel, not nobody else. Asriel. The judge said, because of this conflict. Hold on. Because of this conflict, you are not allowed to cross-examine Asriel. A whole nother attorney did. Now, had she cross-examined Asriel, I completely understand where she coming from. She wasn't even allowed to do any cross, any redirect, none of that.
Okay. Did you just hear what I read? Because she listen. Wait a minute. She addressed that. She said, due to the fact that she was unable to do any of that, that also rendered the counsel ineffective because she
But
wasn't. She
but
was,
if she
and
was
she
off the
could.
trial
Hold on.
completely, she wouldn't be able to do it either way. Either way, if she's if she was filed the withdrawal and wasn't on his case, she wouldn't be able to do it anyway. So in the same
Right,
situation.
Robert. You're now you're talking about events that didn't happen. We're talking about, we're only addressing events that did happen, not if she wasn't there. This, that, and that. We're not. That's not how that works. We're not talking about that.
No,
We're
what
not
I'm
talking about.
saying is,
No, we don't
okay, I
address.
hear what you're saying. I
Woulda,
hear what
coulda,
you're saying.
shoulda.
I'm going with both her arguments. She don't want her on the case. She said she should have been off the case. So because of this conflict, right? Because of this conflict, she shouldn't have been allowed to continue on.
Right.
Um, so if let's say that was to happen, and she was off, she wouldn't be able to cross-examine as if she
Oh
was
my
off the
God.
case, right? Right? Because of this conflict with only nobody else, only Azrael. So if Bonjean is saying that she shouldn't have been allowed, let's say that were to happen. Let's say she got that, and that were to happen, she wouldn't be able to cross-examine Azrael. So Auntie Anne created that as if she was off. Like, you can't cross-examine her because of the conflict.
Okay. I want you to sit right there, and I want you to sit there and do not interrupt. Okay, because I'm gonna go through this again, just real
Gonna
briefly.
go through it again?
No, no, I'm gonna go through it again real briefly because you
Oh
keep saying
shit!
the same. No, it's because you don't listen. You
I'm
already
definitely
got
finna
in
listen the
your
second
head
time.
again,
I ain't
again.
finna listen the second time. I heard you the first time.
No, you
Go
didn't,
ahead.
because you're still saying the wrong shit. Again, I just told you we're not dealing with what would have happened and this that. We're dealing with only what did.
I'm just addressing her
What
argument.
did. I'm okay. That's how you feel. We're talking about what the paperwork
Okay,
and the
I'm going both
situation
ways.
that has been created because what happened. Again, what she's saying, you keep bringing up, he elected to waive Nicole, and I have
It's
no
moot.
idea why you keep bringing that.
But
God, stop it.
the reason I said that, because it's a moot point, because she didn't cross-examine her. It's moot. That's what I'm saying.
Again,
It's moot.
you bringing up the fact that he waived his rights
That
with
that
regard to
as
this
well.
conflict.
Also, that as well, and I'm also bringing up that it's a moot point because she didn't cross-examine her
I heard
because
you
of
the
the
first.
conflict.
I heard you the first three
All
times you
right.
said that wrongly.
Okay. Go ahead.
Can I complete? Can I finish?
Go ahead.
I'm saying, she's saying that the judge shouldn't have allowed him to waive his his rights under a situation which he could not waive his rights. He didn't actually have the option. That is what she's saying.
I heard that. I addressed that.
No, but apparently you didn't. Just
I said
can
that's
I
an
go
appeal. I said
can I
that's
go
more so of appeal.
uninterrupted? Can I
I
go
said that's more
uninterrupted?
so. Hold
I
on, let
don't
me
give a
interject real
damn what
quick.
you think.
I
Can
said
I go
that's. Go ahead.
uninterrupted?
Go ahead.
Because this ain't about what you think.
Go ahead.
Damn. She's saying that the Constitution is a guarantee of a conflict-free counsel, meaning the Constitution is at the top. That supersedes, that governs what goes on in the courtroom. Okay? Constitution's at the top. The Constitution says, uninterrupted, the Constitution says that it's a guarantee of a conflict-free counsel. That's
Right.
it. That's in a nutshell. So
Right.
she goes on to state in order, because I'm going in order. I ain't write the shit. I'm just reading for the first time. She goes on to say that the judge allowed R. Kelly the opportunity to waive a conflict when it was unwaivable. He shouldn't even been given an option. Okay? Then it says, although this conflict was an unwaivable conflict, the court permitted defendant to waive it. Because defendant was denied conflict-free counsel by an attorney who likely possessed information that could have been used to discredit Jane's testimony, but was unable to utilize the information without revealing attorney-client communications, the defendant was prejudiced by this conflict, meaning she's saying that the outcome could have been different if the information Nicole had. So she's probably certain that Nicole was part of the chain of custody with regards to this attorney-client communication. And that's absolutely correct, because only Nicole would have had this information. That is what she's saying. She's saying it. Now, could another attorney probably could have done it? Yeah. But what she's saying is, because Nicole wasn't allowed to, do what she had to do with that information, that stuff did not come in. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay. Was denied conflict-free counsel by an attorney who's likely to possess information that could have been used. Okay, so could have been used. She's saying that it wasn't used. There's another issue. Let me write this down. This shit's coming out. I don't want to go through this again, so it's going to appeal about that judge, and appeal about info that could have been used. So evidence that could have been used. Could have. Not saying it could, that it would have gotten in, but evidence could have been used. So that's definitely could be another something to come up on another post-conviction motion, or another or on an appeal, depending on what it is. So she's saying that this was an error of the judge. So now you got an error. Now that's something that you can run, and on appeal, she would simply say that judge made a legal error.
That's what I said. I think she got a better option, better chance for appeal, because I don't see Auntie Ann overturning it. Now,
listen, it's going to be different. It's going to be different, because she's going to be appealing with a technical error with regards to the judge, to the appellate board, to the appellate judges. That's going to be a little different. The same scenario, the same circumstances, but it's a little different on how it's going to be presented. That means the argument is going to be a little different. At the Judge Ann's level, she's talking to her directly, or talking to the trial attorney, or the trial court directly. She's saying that you messed up. And the sanctioning body, the ultimate sanctioning body, Sixth Amendment, says that he shouldn't have been allowed to waive this conflict, because it says conflict-free counsel. Now, we doing this in real time or whatever. I can at some point, if I care that much, can go in and try to see exactly, try to match up, what she's saying. If this is more of a rules, which it seemed to, I mean, it got to be accurate as far as what I'm saying, because I'm talking shady talk, which what I'm saying is this is no shady shit she trying to slide on in there, like when the attorneys tried to do that with that motion for that jury instruction, and fucking around with the elements, and those wasn't exactly how the elements read, but I don't think this is one of those shady type moments. She's saying that this, well, she shouldn't have given him the option per the Sixth Amendment. Fuck the judge. Per the Sixth Amendment, you shouldn't have been given an option.
Well, I just Googled that. Is that an ineffective counsel waiver, and the whole form came up. That I guess it is possible. So I think the bigger question is that something that he can waive or not? And did he sign the form or anything to that nature? I know he said it on record. I don't know if that's just as good. So I think the bigger question is can he actually waive it?
She just said it was unwaivable.
I know what she said, but I know what she said. Is that true?
Well, why would she lie?
Well, I'm looking at a form right now. I just Googled it. And I'm looking at a form, ineffective assistance claims waiver. I'm looking at a form online. They said that it can be waived. And it said it can be waived. I'm Google. I just asked Google. You can do the same thing.
What can be waived? I don't use Google for legal shit. What can be waived?
Okay. Well, I'm saying, and that's why I said that the question is that something that can be waived, because I asked you before, can somebody waive their rights? You said some of them.
Rights. But they're talking about a particular conflict. And here's the thing: what kind of form are you looking at? What's on the form?
Let me go back to it. Hold on. Ineffective assistance of counsel waiver.
Oh, let me see.
Ineffective assistance of counsel waiver. I'm on my cell phone, so
okay.
I can't share it.
What the hell you looking at? Hold on.
I can't share it because I'm on my cell phone.
Wait a minute. Ineffective. Let me see. I don't know what this is you're talking about. A waiver form. What? Can you read what's on the waiver form? Because so I can see what it's talking about. Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me see. It comes a PDF. Hold on. Probably could send it to you. Hold on.
Then you can email it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this shit got 55 pages. Hold on.
Thank you, Pete. I don't know who you are, but thank you. We're talking about the conflict. The conflict, not the rights. The conflict. Right. Thank you, RP. You done came up out the bush.
You know what, Angie? I think to get a better understanding of this, I think you should go to that portion of the Kershaw hearing.
I got the Kershaw pulled up. I already know what the Kershaw already got pulled up. I already
Can you go to that particular part?
that I went over last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said conflicts, but I'll pull it up again.
About him waiving the waiving situation.
Yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure the government response is going to be, they're probably going to quote somewhere around there.
I need you to give me that pull up
This
that form.
is 55 pages. And
I need to know
for,
what is it talking about. I need to know what is it talking about.
I'll send it to you.
What is the what? Okay, hold on, Cursey. Where is it? Yeah, give me a minute, y'all.
This.
I got to go in my email, get the Cursey out. Why you couldn't read to me something that's on the form so I can see what it's talking about?
I'm trying to go to the. I didn't know it was this long. It's like 55 pages, so I'm trying to look at the table of content and see exactly where I need to go.
No, but if you read to me, it's like what's on the front of the page. I can tell if it's. Just send it to me. That'll be better. I was on that phone with JoJo. Y'all, I ain't on the screen. And I said, I bet she's going to say the judge shouldn't allow him to do that. And when I stand down a little bit, I said, that's exactly what she's saying. And then I went to talk a little bit more. And I said, let me set up this live. Y'all gonna have to like me up and like land. God damn.
Let me know. Can you hear me, Angie?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a form acknowledging the waiver of right to counsel. Is that the same thing?
I don't know what you're looking at. I mean, did you email it to me?
No, not yet.
That's all you gave me. That's because I need a little bit more than that on there. Just
the knowledge.
all you have to do is just.
Okay.
Well, what? Okay, it's ineffective. Waiver form.
No, this saying the knowledge. Acknowledgement of waiver of right to counsel.
Okay, I need more than that. You got to tell me what's the options. What's the other stuff on there?
Well, that's just the name of. That's just on the first thing that came up. Well, I'll send it to you. I just want to know is that the same thing before I even send it to you.
I would have no idea. You have to send it to me because I don't know, because it could be waiving. It could be in there waiving stuff with regards to, in effect, it could be the forms that's expressing, this, that, and the other, whatever. Do you waive this? Do you waive that? As it pertains to ineffective assistance of counsel. We're talking about the conflict. We're talking about something totally different. All right, so I got the okay. All right. So
I just sent it. You got the Kershaw?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to read. It says, the judge says, okay, and that means that if you were to be convicted at trial, you couldn't later claim that your lawyer, Ms. Becker, was ineffective because she had these conflicts or potential conflicts. That is what she told him.
And what Bojane is saying, fuck that.
Well, Bojane is saying that she apparently was incorrect because the Sixth Amendment. Okay, I tell you what, we can solve this. Hold on, I could do this a little quicker because I don't have to go in no damn law books and shit like that. I ain't got, because I'm not gonna dig all that shit out. Like, hold on, I know what I could do. The Sixth Amendment is something I do trust online. Sixth Amendment is something I do trust online. So I don't trust no legal shit online on Sixth Amendment. Turn back the conflict. Okay, conflict free. Oh, not control. Counsel. Hold on.
Also under the Sixth Amendment, you have right of choice of counsel.
Right, but we're talking about
So
conflicts, and we're talking about something. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Where is this? Let's make sure. Where is this? Oh, okay. Ooh, Department of Justice. Okay. Guess what I pulled up, y'all? Sixth Amendment, paternalistic override of the waiver of right to conflict-free counsel at expense of right to counsel of one's choice. Okay, let's see. Now this should be a good one because this is kind of should answer what we're talking about. Oh man, this is the abstract. Hold on, this is just the abstract. Okay,
that's it.
hold on. Okay, this is just it doesn't. Okay, I'll read what it says. It said the facts and procedural background of the case, Wheat versus United States, are discussed in detail, along with the reasoning of the Supreme Court. The article argues that a defendant in a federal court should be allowed to execute a valid waiver in order to be represented by his choice of counsel, even if the counsel appears to the prosecution to have conflicts of interest in the representation. Hold on now. Wait a minute. That's in the case law. Okay, but what the law states. Keep that in mind, what the law states. Additionally, the article discusses how such waivers might be treated on appeal and how they might possible conflict with the court's majority opinion in the Wheats case. The article points out that the freedom of choice for the defendant is more important consideration than the appearance of a fair trial, noting that the Wheats decision will make it difficult for defendants who wish to present their own defense. Okay.
Oh, man. Read that. Oh, shit. Read that again. I didn't catch all that.
Hold on. I know what it meant. I know what it meant. Hold on.
I didn't. I don't know what it. Can you read it one more time?
I can. But wait a minute. I can't because it's.
I'm just playing with you.
I'm trying to get an extra.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Okay, wait a minute. The counsel must be effective and free. All right. Okay. This article discussed a recent Supreme Court decision holding that while the Sixth Amendment provides a federal defendant with the right to select and be represented by his own preferred attorney, that counsel must be effective and free from conflict of interest. The defendant is not free to waive a fair proceeding in order to be represented by his or her choice of counsel. So, baby, when I tell you, girl, baby, I'm trying to tell you. In these moments, you know I'm bragging folks, whatever. I need to
Angie,
my own self.
why you get louder and louder? Can you read that over again? I said, why you get
Yeah,
louder and
nigga.
louder?
Yes, nigga. Yes, nigga. I can read this over again.
No, I want you to read everything over. I want you to read everything over.
Yes, I'm gonna read over. Yeah, I'm gonna read over the part I read first, but I'm gonna read the superseding shit. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay, it says the facts and the procedural background of the case of Wheat versus United States are discussed in detail along with the reasoning of the Supreme Court. The article argues that a defendant in a federal court should be allowed to execute a valid waiver in order to be represented by his choice of counsel, even if that counsel appears to the prosecution to have conflicts of interest in the representation. Meaning, now y'all keep in mind, I need y'all to think about the levels. Right now, this right here is just the facts in the case. Somebody is arguing this point, okay? This is not the law. They are arguing this point. They're arguing this when they argue these points. At that point, at that time, the judge can either interpret the law or apply the law as it states. Okay, but it's okay. So let me keep going. Additionally, the article discusses how such waivers might be
So this is
treated on
case. This
appeal.
is case law. This is case law you read, right?
Yeah, this
This
is
a
a case.
this,
So this is case law. Yeah, this is but this is
but
the
it got
case.
to be okay. Oh wait, if you're reading the case law, it have to be similar to R. Kelly's situation.
No, that's not what
No,
I'm
you
doing.
agree?
I'm reading.
I'm
Can
saying,
I?
but what I'm understanding is you reading case law, right?
No,
So
I'm reading the backgrounds of a case, right?
of a
Which
case
is
of a case of a case law. But for this, if you're going to read the case law, it have to come very close to R. Kelly's situation.
no, that's not what I'm doing. And no, I'm
Okay, go
reading,
ahead. I
and
misunderstood.
it's
Okay, I
not,
just that's
and it
what.
doesn't have to come close to no R. Kelly situation when we're dealing with the Sixth Amendment. The Sixth Amendment governs everybody's situation.
But I've just said the case law do. I said the
I'm not
case law
reading.
do.
No. Listen.
Okay, okay. That's why I
It's
asked you,
just
was
an
you reading case law?
article.
Okay,
It's an
that's why
article
I asked
about
you, was
a
it
case.
case law? Go ahead.
It's not actual like. Okay,
Okay,
just
I
let me
was just
read it. Just let
clarifying.
me
That's why
read
I
it.
asked you that.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. Just let me read it again. The facts and procedural background of the case, Wheat versus United States, are discussed in
So there is case
detail.
law.
Yeah, because
So
it's
there
a
is.
case. It's a
You just
case.
said. I'm
But oh
confused.
my
You
God,
said it
dude,
wasn't.
all of it's gonna be case law. But
You said.
I'm not saying
Go
that they
ahead. Go
reference it.
ahead.
I'm
All
not
right. Go ahead.
using it for
Go ahead.
R. Kelly. I'm not
Go
using
ahead.
it for it. I just Googled the motherfucker.
Go
That's
ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
Damn. Lord have mercy. I'm talking about a case they talking about. You
I was
told me
just
to
making
read
sure we're on
this
the
part.
same page. Go ahead.
No, you told me to read this part over. The part that I
Go
read
ahead. I'm
advanced.
just trying to make
Oh my
sure if it's
God.
case law or not. 1 minute you say it
It
is, 1 minute
don't
you say
even
it ain't.
fucking matter.
Go
It's a
ahead.
case. It's a case and it's case law when somebody used the motherfucker.
Go ahead.
Damn. I'm only reading this is a case. What happened? The facts of a case. That's why I told y'all to think about the levels. I'm reading about a case, which it could be case law somewhere else. I'm not
Right.
using I just Googled the motherfucker. I say it's a level. But the top level is what you should be concerned about, which is what I was trying to get to. Again, Lord have mercy. Jesus. It says the facts and procedural background of the case, Wheat versus United States, are discussed in detail along with the reasoning of the Supreme Court. The article argues, and this is the article, that a defendant in a federal court should be allowed to execute a valid waiver in order to be represented by his choice of counsel, even if the counsel appears to be to the prosecution to have conflicts of interest in the representation. Meaning they're just trying to say that a person should be, should want to pick their attorney no matter if they have conflicts, they fucked up, they whatever. Says additionally, the article discusses how such waivers might be treated on appeal and how they might might possible conflict, with the court's majority opinion in the weak case. The article points out that freedom of choice for the defendant is more important consideration than the appearance of a fair trial, noting that the weak decision will make it difficult for defendants who wish to present their own defense. So it's the appearance of a fair trial. So fair trial, prejudice to the verdict, all of that has a part of the test, is a part of the test for ineffective counsel. I went over that last night. All right. The part that is important, this is the top tier. This article discusses a recent Supreme Court decision holding that while the Sixth Amendment provides a federal defendant with the right to select and be represented by his own preferred attorney, that counsel must be effective and free from conflict of interest. The defendant is not free to waive a fair proceeding, and fair proceeding is also a part of the test of ineffective counsel, in order to be represented by his or her choice of counsel. Meaning, the Sixth Amendment supersedes your choice. The Sixth Amendment right to have a counsel that might be effective and free from conflict supersedes your choice to have the counsel of your motherfucking choice. That is what Jennifer Bongine is asserting. That is what the law says. I'm telling you, Team Lock Hell's up. You motherfuckers got a problem. Oh, shit. You motherfuckers got a problem. And this ain't no shit. She wasn't trying to do like where they were trying to move around the elements and remove
Hey,
a word.
Angie. So we got another situation.
You got
Oh no, I don't. Because it's an exception. It's an exception in that if you have multiple attorneys. Now, if you only got one attorney, yes, it's an exception. If you have multiple attorneys on your team. So let me read this shit.
Well, you gotta tell me what you're reading because you know.
Oh, well, you can read it. Let me send it to you. You can read it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Email it.
Okay, hold on.
It all depends on what you're reading.
And hopefully,
if it ain't from the Supreme Court. If it ain't from the Supreme Court, okay.
Well, hopefully you can pull because they reference a rule, and hopefully you can pull this rule up. But let me send it to you. Hold on. I got to email it to you. Can I send it to your phone?
No, email it. Rule versus law.
Shit.
Yeah, you got just email it.
All right,
rule
hold on.
versus law. Because the Sixth Amendment is over the whole top of it, so
That's if he only got one attorney. Hold on 1 second.
I'm gonna see what you read.
Hopefully, because they reference a rule. Let me see if you know what rule they're talking about, and you can pull it up. I'm sending it to you right now. 1 second. 2 seconds. I'll send it to you. Okay. Paste. Damn, this shit didn't paste. Hold on.
I got to see what it is you reading because it depends on how it's applying to. Is it applying to the actual act of having a conflict on the floor between there's a group of attorneys, or does it have anything to do with the Sixth Amendment, which is the rule? I mean the governance of it all. So I'm gonna see what you're reading.
Okay, I just sent it to you. And like I said, they did reference a rule. So I don't know what rule it was. Hopefully you know what it is and can pull it up with your resources that you have. And I got like another 15 minutes. I got to get up in the morning. I got like another 15 minutes. I'm going to have to get up off of here.
Let's see what this is. Is at the Bar Association. Let's see what we're talking about. Rule of conflict of interest, current client's comment. Okay. All right. I already know this how this gonna turn out. Hold on. This is the bar.
So I think at part 4 is where it where I was reading. Part 4. I don't know if you want to read the whole thing.
Okay. This is gonna be real easy. I'll read 4. If a conflict arises after representation has been undertaken, the lawyer ordinarily must withdraw from the representation, unless the lawyer has obtained the informed consent of the client under the condition of paragraph B. See Rules 1.16. Where more than one client is involved, whether the lawyer may continue to represent any of the clients is determined both by the lawyer's ability to comply with the duties owed to the former client and by the lawyer's ability to represent adequately the remaining client or clients given the lawyer's duty to the former client. Okay. That part of it is referring to the area and where the cursio happened. It's talking
Right.
about that area. It's not talking about the Sixth Amendment. That's why I want people
But
to
if
think
we
in
talk
levels
about
here.
uh, but if we talk about the Sixth Amendment, it's broader than just that. He also got the right made a choice of counsel.
Oh my God! I just told you that
That's the
it
Sixth
really.
Amendment. That is the
Hold
Sixth
on! I
Amendment.
just read to you. Oh my God! I just read to you this. I just read it. I just said that the Sixth. I'm gonna read it again. It says.
So are you
Oh,
able to pull up that rule that they
uh-uh.
referencing?
The
Are you able
rule
to pull
I
up that
got.
rule they reference?
I don't have to because I looked. I already knew what you was talking about. They're talking about when it comes to deciding ineffective counsel on the floor. In the hearing. That's not. We're not talking about what we're talking about right now. We're talking about the Sixth Amendment, the governing amendment, the motherfucking law.
That's why.
Listen again, because you're gonna have to let this sink into y'all. Because I can't push it in there.
Well,
It
when I
says.
try to talk about his rights, you say we talk about conflict. Then we talk about his rights again. We talk about which one. I mean,
I'm trying to get you to just to listen first and then rationalize it. Conflicts and rights we're talking about. There is one as a part of the greater, but just listen because I'm trying to give it to you, and so everybody can understand. It's and the people, and I think the people in the chat getting it. Again, they're saying the defendant has the rights to select and be represented by his preferred attorney. But that counsel must be effective and free from conflict of interest. So he can say who he want to be represented by. And we're gonna loop in with the AB at the bar, that the stuff that you just sent. And if there is
mhm.
some more, if
Hey, I'm
he
with you,
has,
Mocha. Go ahead.
huh?
No, I'll just read Mocha. She said my head hurt. I'm with her. Go ahead. I'm
No,
listening.
you hurting our head. So what I'm saying is when it comes to the deciding the ineffective counsel right there at a hearing, right there, all of this stuff you send me, a conflict of interest, all this stuff, what to do if this happened, what's the resolution, whatever, the ABA, that part, that's when this applies. She's talking, the lady is going by the Constitution. This is just a part of it. This part we're talking about, his right to counsel, his counsel he won't, this, that, and the third. That's just a part of it. The bigger picture, and I just read it, and it's expressed perfectly. It says he can pick whoever he want to pick, but they got to be effective and free from conflict. That's easy.
So the conflict of interest was she was representing as in R. Kelly.
Whatever's in the con.
Oh,
That
okay. I'm
don't
just want to
matter.
make sure. Okay, I'm
That's
just trying to
whatever
make
was
sure.
in the cursor. That was whatever was in the cursio.
Okay,
Whatever. So I don't know what the. I mean, I don't remember what. I mean, I don't follow that shit like that. I don't know. Whatever the situation was.
it was two. She had two clients, right? And that was the conflict. As in R. Kelly, right?
Okay.
So when they're saying when they have multiple clients, when you went to the when you read the ABA thing, when they had the multiple client situation, I think we need to see that rule 1.6 whatever to get a better
Well,
understanding.
it's not. It's listen. Here's the thing. He
Okay,
let.
wait. So
Hold
let
on.
me finish reading this.
When you look it up, he left her in place. When he left her in place, he left her in place. She was regardless whether she was that saying is the judge she's saying she's only simply saying I don't understand what nobody don't understand. It's not that hard. The judge is simply the lady is simply saying that the judge it shouldn't have been even an option due to the Sixth Amendment. We don't even have to go no further
But
than that.
I'm just reading what that says. Says when there's two, it was a. I'm saying, and I said it's an exception when you got multiple. It said
Oh
when
my
two clients.
God. It's an exception, boy, when you have like a cursio hearing and you're having a hearing whether or not to replace an attorney or because of these issues.
Because
That's
of
what
the
they're
two
talking
clients,
about.
because of the two clients, because she was representing Ass and him, right? And it says when you have two clients, it says when you have two clients or more than one. It said more than one. It say two. I'm sorry. Where more than one client is involved, whether the lawyer may continue to represent any other clients is determined by both by the ability to comply with the duties owned by
God.
the former client. That's what it
Well, I'm just
says.
trying to tell you, I know what it says. We all have that's
So
why I
if
said
that's
I
not the
knew what
situation, okay, is that not the
no,
situation?
you're not listening. Can you just please be quiet
Okay,
for a
can you?
minute?
Is that not the situation? Yes or no?
No, listen, yes, but you using two
Okay,
different. You're
that's
doing
all.
two different things.
That's why I
You're
want.
doing
That was
two
my
different
question.
things. You're trying to make. You're not listening to me. When I told you when I looked at it and I saw it was the ABA, I already knew it what it was. This is talking about again when you're Lord. Let me talk to somebody else. That's what I need. Can somebody else come up here? So somebody else in
Please
here
do.
can have me under
Please do.
under because I cannot. This is ridiculous.
Come
At
on,
this
Mocha.
point,
Come
I'm
on,
just
Mocha.
trying to
It's
tell
your
you,
turn. It's your turn. Get a
because
mic
this
train.
is crazy. What part you don't get? What they're talking about with when it comes to the part they're talking about in the ABA, they're talking about when settling those issues, like in a hearing. In a hearing, like the
They don't say no.
personal
I don't
hearing.
see nothing about a hearing.
I'm telling you what it is. That's when they settle it. That ain't got nothing to do with what the Constitution is talking about. It's a part of it, but not the main part of the main part of it. I don't know how many people don't understand this. They're only simply saying that he could not have chosen to keep Nicole in place because she was ineffective and she had a conflict. That's all it's simply saying. Who don't get that? I ain't talking about no extra shit you pulling up. That is what it's saying in the Constitution. It stops there. That's why she is a constitution. She's going after the Constitution. How many times people say that? I ain't said nothing about she just going. What happened? That is just the what happened. At the top of it is the law, the Constitution. It don't go no further than that.
Um, well, no, I think we just gonna have to agree to disagree.
You can do whatever the hell you want to do at this point, because I'm just trying to tell you.
Right.
You are talking about something. You're talking about what happened. What happened? Fine, we get that. We know what happened. We agree on that. We agree on that. What Von Jean is saying, due to the Constitution, it shouldn't have happened. That's all she's saying.
And I disagree with that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, we disagree with it, but that's
What
what
I'm
she's
saying.
saying, and she's
Okay.
right. She's right. She's absolutely right. I just read it.
All right. Well,
does anybody understand what the hell I'm talking about?
Come on, Karen J. You can come up here and get a migraine. I'm gonna have to.
Migraine. I don't understand what the block be in your brain.
No, it's like ain't no block in my brain.
Me something about the ABA. The ABA is the Bar Association. That is governed also by the motherfucking Constitution. You trying to give me some shit about the bar?
Well, they said something. They said something contrary to what you saying.
And ain't no contrary. No, I didn't say that. They are talking. Oh my God, Jesus! They're talking about when deciding issues with regards to ineffective counsel, with regards to conflicts on the floor.
Can we revisit this tomorrow?
No. What I'm saying is this: you're gonna have to read it. Thank you, RP. RP understands.
Okay,
does anybody understand this?
Okay, I understand, Angie. Can we revisit this tomorrow?
No, we can't. I ain't never talking about this no more. Because you give me a headache. This don't make no goddamn sense. You understand, Miss Reddy?
I didn't plan to be on here this long.
If most people understand, you know, I just want to make sure y'all understand. Do y'all understand that the Constitution is just that? The Constitution. And it said what it said. It said that he cannot choose to have a motherfucking lawyer who is ineffective and who has a conflict of interest. Who don't understand that? I don't give a damn what the bar say. The goddamn how the procedures go. The procedures. Don't give me shit about no goddamn bar who is also governed by the goddamn Constitution. That's why I told y'all to think in levels, because I knew he was going to do this. Put it in levels. So if you can think one is higher than the other, maybe you can rationalize that in your head. The Constitution is higher than any bullshit that you're going to send me.
I agree. I agree with that.
So ain't no rule 119, 1.9, none of that.
I agree with the Constitution. You were not agreeing with. You agree with partial of the Constitution.
No, I'm not. You don't understand none of it. I'm not disagreeing with none of the Constitution.
You agree with partial of it.
You are agreeing with partial of it.
Because he have a right to choose his counsel.
Oh my God.
You disagree with that part.
No, I didn't.
You disagree. That's Constitution Trump. Whatever you gonna say, Constitution Trump that, right? That's the part you taking out.
I'm not taking shit out.
All right. We continue this tomorrow.
Let me put this on the screen. You know what? Ain't nowhere in the hell that your ass this motherfucking blocked in the brain.
You know what? We're gonna have to
screen.
Put on the screen.
I'm putting on motherfucking screen. Because this is motherfucking ridiculous.
Hey, Angie, calm down. Calm down.
I mean, that just shit pisses me the fuck off. I don't understand what the fuck it is you don't get.
Calm down, Angie.
I'm agreeing with the whole thing. You agreeing with, you just don't understand shit. God damn. Here we go.
Hey, why you gotta talk in your hit that funky ass link voice?
Because I just don't understand. We do this all the time.
Take that funky ass link voice out. So I'm having a civilized conversation.
God, we can't have a civilized conversation when you telling me that I'm disagreeing with the Constitution. Any of it. No, I'm not. You just don't understand. So we're going to read it. It says, this article discusses a recent Supreme Court decision holding that while the Sixth Amendment provides a federal defendant with the right to select and be represented by his own preferred attorney. They're saying you can do that. However, that counsel must be effective and free from conflict of interest. So, of course, they can pick their own motherfucking attorney. But that attorney has to be effective and free from
Okay, so let's
conflict.
stop. Okay, let's stop right here because here's
Oh
the
my
disconnect, Angie.
God.
Here's the disconnect. Here's the disconnect. I am saying the counsel was free of conflict of interest when it came to Azriel, because the only counsel that had the conflict of interest was Nicole, and she did not touch Azriel. The attorney that did the cross examination with Azriel was free of any conflict of interest. The whole conflict situation was with Azriel. That's the part. That's the disconnect that we have right now,
We don't have
and it's
that.
too
You
late.
have
It's getting too late for me to keep going back and forth with this. That's why I said let's just agree to disagree.
you need to learn how to take stuff and read it on
Oh,
your on yourself
uh,
at your own
uh,
pace. Because
okay, I
again,
agree. Okay,
they
okay,
are
I agree with
saying,
you.
oh my
I
God,
agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with
if
you.
you stop right now, you
Okay,
might get it.
I agree with you. We there? I agree.
Okay, okay,
I agree. Damn.
okay. Well, let me finish what I'm gonna say to the people that don't agree. Listen, y'all. That the lady, what the argument is that she gave him an option to waive Nicole, and he decided to keep her there. She is simply saying that
That's not
she
all she
shouldn't have
did.
been given the options. You want to explain it?
That's not all she did.
I'm
She
getting to
also
it.
okay. Go ahead.
What she is saying. No, you tell me what is all she did. And if that not be no motherfucking bullshit that's below that goddamn constitution. What she did, what
Okay.
she did.
Okay. That's not all Auntie Ann did.
Mm-hmm.
She also she also said you can't touch Azriel because of the conflict. Because of this conflict of interest with these two clients, which was she had as a client, and you had R. Kelly as a client. That's the conflict of interest. Because of this two conflict, I mean, because of this conflict of interest, you cannot cross-examine Azriel. Gacanic, instead, he did the cross-examination of Azriel. He is free of any conflict of interest, which falls in line with the Constitution. That's what I've been saying. That's all I'm saying,
Oh
Angie.
my God, Jesus. What the lady is saying, Jesus, simply is that Nicole shouldn't even been there. That's what she's saying.
She should have withdraws what she's saying.
She should have been removed. That's what she's saying.
Okay, and we back in the same situation
No, we not.
because we discussed this
You
an
back
hour
in
ago.
there.
Okay, we discussed this an hour ago. If she was removed, then she would say he had a right to choice of
You
counsel.
again, and I told you an hour ago. You talking about what could have did it with her. We're not talking about that. She can't argue something that could have happened. We're talking about something that did happen.
I'm just going on both sides,
We
Angie.
ain't talking about that. We're talking about
Okay,
what happened.
okay. So her being removed. Here's another thing.
What we only talking
Okay,
about
well,
what
answer this
happened. She
question.
wasn't
Answer this
removed.
question. Answer this
She
question.
wasn't
If she
removed.
okay, answer
She
this
wasn't.
question.
I'm not answering
O-
nothing but what's on the facts. She
Okay,
wasn't removed.
she wasn't removed, right? So did her not being removed affect the verdict?
That's what she's gonna argue. I don't know that. We don't know that.
Uh,
But she's saying that Nicole, because Nicole was unable to do the information that she had, and I'm guessing that she's gonna say Nicole is caught up in the chain of custody with the information that she had to discredit Jane Doe number 5.
But
That
she's supposed to be
information must.
removed. You just said she's supposed
Oh
to be
my
removed.
God, Jesus
So she
Christ!
couldn't do it anyway.
Don't worry
She's
about it.
supposed to
Think
be
about how you want to
removed.
think about it. Think about how you want to think about it. I'm done. Uh-uh.
You just
No,
told me
ma'am.
she's supposed. Okay,
But,
Angie. Angie,
uh-uh.
you just told me she's supposed to have been removed. So if she's supposed to be removed, she can't say shit in the case. She could say find my client guilty or none of that shit. If she's supposed to be
Oh my
removed,
God. Oh my God. That is not what I'm. Just be quiet. Just forget it. Forget it.
uh,
Forget it. Forget
there
it.
you go.
Whatever you think is right. Whatever you think.
Hey.
What the fuck? I'm just telling you what she said. She said that if she wasn't, that she couldn't even use the information, the evidence that she has. So I see where she's going. I'm looking further because I know where she's going with that. I'm not going to even get into that with your motherfucking ass.
Go ahead.
She's just simply saying that the lady could not use the stuff. She shouldn't have been there. That's all she's saying. That's all. Not what coulda, woulda. What
So
happened? And because
it's 1 o'clock.
what happened.
It's 1 o'clock. We're gonna get in this tomorrow.
No, we're not. I ain't
Yes,
never
we
talking
is.
about this. You can
Yes,
shit.
we is. I'm
You'll be
calling your
calling.
ass.
You'll be getting it wrong.
It might not be
Hell no, I
online.
bet I won't answer the
You
phone.
know damn well. I'm calling your ass
I
tomorrow.
don't give a fuck.
We're
You
gonna
better
get
go.
into this shit. I'm straighten you out.
Call
But
Nicole. Call Nicole or call Jim. You got me fucked up. Cause this would be simple.
Well, it's 1 o'clock. I gotta get up in the morning. I gotta
Thank you.
get like
Bye.
at least 4 hours of
Hurry
sleep.
up. Get the fuck out. I don't understand this. I'm not losing my fucking mind. I'm simply saying about what the shit just said. I read simply what the Constitution said, like the lady should never even been there. The lady said clearly in her brief that Judge Ann allowed him to waive something that could not be waived, meaning Judge Ann made an error. It was an error on her part. That's all Judge Ann is trying. That's all the lady's trying to say. That ABA shit, that only tells you. I mean, y'all let me know this always fucking happens. I don't get it. I mean, this ABA shit. Has nothing. This is only relating to what should go on should this occur. That's what this is. What this ABA shit is what goes on should this occur. That's at the court level, this, that, and the third. Ain't got shit. I mean, it's a part of the Constitution, but the ladies arguing what the Constitution flat out says. What it flat out says. It flat out says that, and please y'all let me know. Let me know. It flat out says that you have a right to counsel. Any of them that you choose. But the counsel has to be effective and free from conflict, or they cannot be your counsel. Per the motherfucking Sixth Amendment. Am I missing something? So in what the ABA, the shit that the ABA supplies or whatever, that tells you, that's only telling you should this arise, this is what's gonna happen. This is how to resolve this issue. This is the options you have. These are the rules you have. These are the exceptions you have. That's what that is. That you would usually see taken up on some type of motion, some type of hearing. That's why I told y'all to think in levels. Think top. Top is going to be the Sixth Amendment. That's the top. What goes on in the courtroom, here's the thing, right? Maybe y'all can understand this. Because we have post-conviction motions and appeals, that means what goes on in the courtroom is subject to be incorrect. Therefore, the Sixth Amendment should be looked at as the governing, sanctioned, correct motherfucking body. Does that make sense? I would motherfucking be on FMLA if Keller was in my motherfucking class. I would be on FMLA for as long as I could. And probably develop a fucking drug habit. God damn. Now, I don't know how, unless there is some other shit that the prosecution could find that could rival the motherfucking, maybe it's somewhere else, somewhere down low in the an amendment that says, well, yeah, but he can have that motherfucking defective ass, conflict ass counsel if he really, really begs for it. Maybe that prosecution find that. But I don't see how they're going to counter that. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm saying is the stuff that all that what that he waived his rights, this, that, and the third, whatever, that happened at the trial level. Because there are post-conviction motions and appeals that's telling you that shit that happened at the trial level is not always correct. That's why we have those things. That's why we have those post-conviction remedies. What they look to solve those problems is the Constitution, is the Sixth Amendment. That Sixth Amendment says that she wasn't supposed to allow him to waive his rights with regards to that conflict. She wasn't even supposed to give him an option. That's what that lady done found. Told you that lady was good. Told you. And so we've seen the first, seem like, you know, with the post-conviction motions, right? Different ones, you know, it there is a timely filing for each one of them. So with the acquittals and stuff like that, I think you're supposed to notify them, the court, like at 7 days, whatever, and then you can get extensions. Well, like we seen what happened. So, you know, she could be filing some more based on the timely filing, you know, restraints. So it could be some more coming. And you have to wait until the answer for this one is done before you can file another one. So to the rest of the people that don't give me a headache, this is what I foresee. I can see, remember I tell you, sometimes if you're a good lawyer, you set up the next stage of the, you know, you set it up. When you in the trial or whatever, if the shit don't go right, you're setting that up for post-conviction remedies, right? So check this out. By her saying that about that judge, I can look forward, if shit don't, you know, get resolved at this level, I can look forward to her saying that on an appeal. But now she will be appealing to a higher court, talking about Judge Ann Donnelly's ass. She'll be talking about her motherfucking ass on the appeal. Also, she can raise that because Nicole shouldn't have been there, and I guess everything with regards to Nicole, for as the chain of custody and the communications or whatever with the evidence, wasn't allowed to be used. She could probably have a crafty way of using that on a motion, saying that saying maybe one of the rulings. Okay, she could use this. She could do this. The rulings by the judge prevented some evidence to be used that could have influenced the outcome. Yeah, she could say that. Skylight, don't come up here and fuck me up because Kelly just left, honey. Please don't. Hey, one side of my head already hurt. Do not give me the other headache.
I just came to make a quick point because I'm gonna go on at 1:30. A quick point. Didn't I say something about the judge yesterday and everybody was ridiculing me? Didn't I say something about she gonna go at the judge? I said that. I said it. And they was like, she's the one that has to judge the motion. I said it.
What she does, but but here's the thing. Well, no. What Scott, I think what they were saying, which is true. When you're filing a post conviction motion, with you're with the majority of it, if not all of it, you're asking the judge to overrule herself. So, and that's usually not going to happen. Yeah. So that's probably why they were saying, they're filing it, with the judge. That's probably what they was talking about, ragging on it for. But
I mean, but yeah. If she's out of order, and it seems like the way she did it was the way she had to do it. It was done in an orderly fashion. It wasn't coming at the judge disrespectfully. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because based on what you were saying, she's making comments about the judge's ruling. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. She did it in a respectful way, but she came at the judge.
Yeah, but that lady got a valid ass point. What's good with it, Dana? What's up?
Hey,
what's
Dana,
going on? What's going on, y'all? I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Man, that goddamn caliber every time. It ain't just one time. It's every time. Boy, I can't. Oh my gosh, Jesus!
Angie, they all need to call. I'm surprised Keller is still even up right now, man. That motion should have had most of them where Atmos at. Y'all need to check Atmos and make sure he's still breathing.
He can't take it. He
what happened? I just went through that little bit because I wanted to see what the points she was raising. I knew they hadn't read it. All y'all were reading the shit. I was sleeping.
Man, I read that whole thing. Good Lord, I had to take about 5 breaks.
You read the motion to acquit, Dana?
Yes, all 63 pages.
Oh,
and I mean, and she laying them out. I mean, it's to the point where I ain't gonna lie to you. It's to the point where they have to pull them people up on perjury charges.
That's what Nissimo said. She said she ripped them thoughts a new booty hole.
Man, I mean, she destroyed Azriel.
Ooh, for real. I might have to stay up tonight and read that.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. And it's coming from me. I felt so bad when I read that. I was like, yo, I'm gonna be honest, Angelo might be innocent in this.
Really?
We read it because the way Jennifer painted Alice, man, I'm like, Alice a goddamn monster.
She talked about the parents and shit all in the paperwork.
Hell yeah, she ain't.
Oh hell no, I gotta be up here all night to read. I got to.
That's
work,
what I'm saying, Angie.
Angie, she ain't. Man, she ain't hold no punches.
Dana, you said 2.5 motions came out. I only got 2. What's the third? What's the half one?
But the half one is just the acquittal. It's just her making it known that the acquittal, and the first one was the the first one was the entirety acquittal motion. And then she filed a subsidiary and to put out there that yes, he wants an acquittal, and everybody wants an acquittal. And the one that I didn't get yet that I'm gonna get in the morning is the one about the new trial.
That's the one I'm gonna read tonight. The motion for new trial. See, I think you got one of the ones I ain't got.
I thought it was 2. And is this 2?
It's
2.5.
It's 2. It's technically it's 2.5, and because that other motion comes in the other file, and because it's 2 PDFs in the file, so basically it's them 2 and plus the and matter of fact, and plus the one about the new trial. That one. So you have 1.5 and 1 PDF, and then you got the other PDF, but that's a whole one.
Okay.
Let me see if I can
see I'm missing that one. I'm gonna have to get that one.
Man, when I tell you,
but see, think
about, damn,
she got a checkmate. How you gonna put in a motion to acquit and a motion for a new trial? I said this right here is gangster. Like
Angie and
Skylar. Well, you got timely filings to do that. You got with certain post conviction motions, you got to file certain ones by a certain time frame.
Okay.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Okay, now it's an motion into extension for the time file. Wait, hold on.
Damn, she poked him like that tonight.
Yes, hold on. Let's read. Hold on.
Does that mean she gonna file more motions?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more because you have certain ones that are you it's time sensitive, so it's timely filing. She's asking for. Okay, let me see what she's saying.
And Rule 33 motion requesting 30-day extension.
Hold on. I don't know, Danny, you reading that page.
What's Rule 33, Angie?
I don't know. Oh,
look, we gotta ask the legal Smeagol.
Look, I'm so motherfucking confused right now. Look, I'm trying to pull this shit up. Wait a minute.
Look, Angie,
I'm so motherfucking confused.
Yo, Levi ain't gonna come on probably next week.
Right. He probably gonna be reading and taking notes and shit. He right now got his notebook out. I ain't gonna lie though, I'm gonna have to take a few notes because these jurors is pitiful.
A Skylife. On that 63-page joint, once you start, you ain't gonna be able to stop.
For real?
Oh my
God.
I done seen motion.
I mean, she talked about the parents and shit.
Angie, I done seen.
Now she talked about the thoughts. But man, I guess she brought the parents in.
She talks about everybody.
Oh, for real? Oh, Lord.
Did she talk about how the lawyers dropped the ball? I said, what the hell is going on?
Oh, yeah, she gets on them. She definitely gets on them.
Man, but when I read that, I was like, I've never seen a motion written like this before.
But see, that's what he's paying for. You see what I'm saying? And that's what he deserves because everything that we have said is true. Because there's no way that team, she said it in the first couple paragraphs, it shouldn't have, the team fell apart right before his trial. That is insane. It should have been a dream team, and they should have been going and supporting him. How do you fall apart 30 days before the trial?
Skylight.
Damn paper.
Skylight.
Where's the one? Okay, this is okay.
As I took myself out of that and looked at that, that was by design.
ECL.
I think so. To set it up for the appeal.
No.
I think so. Oh, what you mean?
No, that was by design, and for certain ones to throw that case for to make sure he don't come home.
Oh, wow!
And to hear me say that, it must be some stuff that I've seen.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
So,
it's a dirty game. Well, I tell you that.
But I send it to you. Send me your email address, Skylight. But I send it to you.
Okay, let me give it to you right now.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh wait, can I put it in the let me see if I can put it. I put it in private chat. Even though if somebody want to play with me, you know, I'm gonna just spare them they probably already got it, but please don't play. Don't do yourself.
Please don't play.
Right. Please don't do yourself. Let me see. Yeah, because I think I've had it posted before, but you know, people be trying to, you know, please do yourself.
Be tripping. Don't be tripping.
Don't make me have to waste no time and no money for no attorney. Please.
It's so much going on tonight, man. People zapping out on people.
Oh yeah, they can't.
Mm-hmm.
They can't take. I heard Keller over here. Angie said about 3-4 times. He kept saying no because Nicole didn't cross-examine her. Excuse me. Can I do sign language, dumb dumb? She just said that even if she didn't cross-examine her, it was still a conflict.
Yeah, the
Read
conflict
again.
existed. Like,
Yeah,
Lord, I don't know why he don't be getting that stuff. And he's smart. It's
he
like
gets
that.
it.
It's that block child.
It's a block.
He just
It's a block.
no when he can't rationally right. He can't rationally in his goddamn head.
Yep.
Where I mean, okay, this is it.
He'll be all right. He just need to sit on it and read it for a minute.
You so damn crazy.
But yeah, Dana, I got the motion for retrial, and then I have the motion for acquittal, and it's like 60 some pages, but I don't have the other one that you're talking about.
If you got the motion for acquittal, it should be in it. But I'm about to send you that.
Okay.
It ain't nothing to it.
Thank you. I tell you,
It's well, so let me see what she's talking about. What y'all see up on the screen?
I can't read the little print.
Is it?
But I'm scared to look.
Like
I have something crazy up there.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Oh, it say Bojane Law Group.
Okay, that's right. Okay, because I ain't on screen. Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, it says, do I need to make it? Let me make it big. Hold on.
You get it like? Are you get it yet, Skylife?
Full screen. Hold up. Okay, it says the undersigned.
Now she pretty much said that Rob ain't give Faith herpes.
Are you serious?
Wait a minute, I got to read that because that's gonna fall flat. That's gonna fall flat. That's not the charge. Yeah, that ain't gonna go nowhere. I got to read that. No, I know they ain't talking about. Let me go. Now y'all gonna make me skip through and find out these herpes.
Angie.
Wait, it didn't come through yet, Dana. Hold on, let me see.
Angie, run.
Did you spell it right?
Huh?
Hold on.
Did you spell it right?
These motherfucking herpes.
Maybe let's give it a minute.
That argument ain't gonna work out because it's not that, it's the exposure, and they well documented that they was hitting them for the exposure. It's not who gave it to who. It's the exposure.
But guess what they doing?
That ain't gonna work.
Oh no, you gotta look how it's broken down. Skylight.
Okay, hold on. I don't fuck what she just put. What you just put in by the extension. I'm down here with the herpes. Hold on, let me get back these herpes.
But Andrew, look what they doing.
Hey, Skylight.
Huh?
That's not your email.
That is. What it say?
Address not found.
Hold up.
Hold on. Wait.
Go back to the.
Wait. See,
you spelled it right.
And see, that's my fault because you put something crazy in there.
In the private chat.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me see.
Look how you spell Gmail.
GMA.
Don't say it out loud because they're gonna joke you, and you're gonna be like me.
What?
Yeah, because
I ain't spell it right.
No, because everybody know I can't spell, so they're gonna joke you.
You know I got my.
Okay. Now she's
it's a colon or something in there, ain't it? I can't even see what it say. But that first part is right.
All right.
My bad.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. No, the employee testified that he or she understood that their purpose in the enterprise was to recruit underage women, nor did any member of the enterprise present any testimony that they had any knowledge about the defendant's herpes diagnosis, that he practiced unsafe sex, or that he videotaped his sexual experiences. The government can point to no evidence that any employee possessed specific information about what precisely transpired in the defendant's bedroom once he was alone with the female. We just talked about that on the motherfucking live. We just talked about that. They gonna accuse me. We just talked. Y'all, No, listen. I'm not feeding nobody no information. Listen, y'all.
Okay, say it again. I missed it.
No, we talked about this, that nobody can say. Well, I've said that nobody can say what happened beyond the bedroom. We don't know that they could say that they don't know if he went in the bedroom with these supposed to be underage girls.
We
Just
been
say
said that. We been said that.
but I'm talking about what I said on the live the other night when we was talking about. I think I was talking about with Jeff. Okay. It says the government can point to no evidence that the employee possessed specific information about what precisely transpired in the defendant's bedroom once he was alone with his female guest. Even the defendant employees knew that the defendant expected his guest to follow strict, even controlling rules and possess recording devices like iPads and iPhones. It does not follow the member of the enterprise shared goal of promote illegal sex. So on here, she is hitting. So I'm just skimming through it, but I guarantee you she's trying to talk about to try to say like the government didn't prove
that
what
he
they
had
say
sex with
the
anybody.
enterprise was about. What they said the enterprise was about. I guarantee that's what she's saying.
Yeah,
I'm just going to the herpes. Wait a minute. So the government
reading.
does have to prove that the activities affected interstate commerce, right? The defendant alleged conduct of engaging in sexual activities with young women under the age of 18, exposing women to herpes. See, it's the exposure. So remember, y'all, it's the exposure. Not who gave it to who. It's the exposure. So it says, see, they say and Bonjean is saying, she said, transported Jane with the intent of exposing her to herpes. So Bonjean is hitting the exposure. It says, because there's no link connecting the defendant's transportation of Jane with an intent to expose her to herpes, the defendant cannot be guilty of a Mann Act violation. Okay, let me read that again. Because there is no link connecting defendant's transportation of Jane with an intent to expose. Yes. You see, remember we was talking. I think I was talking about this with Jeff. Nope. They can ask the prosecution, can you prove all of this? And remember, I was saying about the tape. Can you prove that somebody did not take the contents out the VHS tape, superimpose or whatever? And as Keller say, he make a good point. Well, how are they gonna find that particular girl to put on the tape or whatever? Which makes a good point. Well, how can you prove that no one removed the content, spliced it together, whatever, to frame R. Kelly up and put it back into either its original case or maybe a newer case? And even when it gets to the cases, then you have argument to argue the outside, which I mean the outside of the VHS case. Whether if it's 30 years old, it should be some dents and shit. If it's a newer case with some old contents, then that's really leaning towards somebody remove the contents of that tape, put all kinds of bullshit over there to frame them, and then put them back in the VHS case. All right, let's see. So she spoke about the intent. She's talking about because there's no link. So she's talking about the intent to expose her to herpes. Now, I don't know. I'm not on the screen, y'all. I don't know if the prosecution if the intent was in the elements, and if the prosecution need to prove the intent. What I'm saying is, they can, list there was intent to do this and whatever. But did the prosecution say he intent to infect them, or was it due to his negligence?
Yeah, you said that before. They have to have intent. That you have to he has to have intentionally not informed them or intentionally tried to harm them in order for it to be whatever they call it.
I ain't say that.
Illegal. You did say that.
I ain't say that.
Oh my God.
Here we go again. Here we go. We're gonna start calling you Keller Part 2. I ain't say
No,
that. I ain't say that.
Woo, no, don't
No.
call me Keller Part 2. I'm sorry. Look,
Oh my
I
God. I'm
apologize.
sorry. Okay, it says the defendant alleged violation of California health law prohibiting him from exposing a partner to herpes was incidental to the trip. Hold on.
Keep
There is
reading.
no proof in this
That's right,
record.
Leslie. Leslie said it. That's when we brought up mens rea. We did bring that up.
We
That's
brought up mens rea. No, we brought up mens rea. Hold on. I ain't right in front, but we brought up mens rea when I was talking about the 3 top types of intent: specific, general, and unintentional. Yeah.
I told you. You talked about intent. You like, I ain't say that.
No,
I ain't
say
say
what
that.
you said. I ain't say what you said. I said
Oh
what
God!
you said.
Look, if you don't say it the way Angie said, she's gonna be like, I ain't say that.
What you said. You said something totally different. I ain't say that shit. You said something totally different. I ain't say that shit you said. I
Give
said
Angie
so,
a heart
I
attack,
was
man.
very specific what I was talking about. So they said there is no proof in this record that demonstrates that the defendant motivating purpose in transferring Jane to California was to expose her to herpes. So they are challenging the intent. Are they challenging the intent on those 3 levels or what? If they what? But you know what? The prosecution can't say well it was unintentional just because. But the fact is he did. They can say well he didn't disclose it, and by him not disclosing it was unintentional. Now the only way that would be fucked up is if she's saying that the prosecutor said that he intended to. Ooh, it did say willfully intent. Ooh,
Yeah.
that indictment did say that.
Keep reading.
Ooh, team Lockhells up. Y'all might as well get y'all. Hey, don't worry about smoking that weed and that motherfucking drink. Y'all might as well get y'all some crack rock and some bath salts.
Bongine is on y'all ass.
Oh no, Angie. Keep reading, Angie. Keep reading.
But wait, I'm gonna have to come back, you guys. I'm about to go live on my channel, but when you get done, Dana, Angie, and anybody else, y'all welcome to come over there. And Dana,
send me the link
right here that she reading, so we can go over it.
The defendant's motivating purpose and transferring gender account to get hurt. In fact, the government cannot even show that the motivating purpose of the trip had anything to do with Jane, as Jane herself testified when asked. And a question: while you were 17, did you take additional trips to California with the defendant? She said, "Yes, I did." Question: and do you remember where you traveled to? I do not. Ooh. Hey, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Hold on, before Kelly gets started.
Angie
So,
gonna be
remember when I said they can try to prove that, they can say that you can't even prove. Remember, they can say that, like I was giving an example. He was somewhere on a trip, on a vacation, when you saying that you was home with him. How can you prove he wasn't on somewhere else? And how can you prove you was with him? But now she's raising the point that she's saying you can't even remember where you was with him at what age. Bonjean. Team Kells, I'm gonna go check them lights. Yes, Kelly, yes.
Man, I need my light back. But no, I'm just want to say, Angie, I don't be doing no 4-5 hour lives. I'm calling you tomorrow about 1-2 o'clock. I'm straighten you out.
Ain't. No, you
straighten
ain't.
you out.
You think I'm finna? You ain't getting none of that
Pick
shit
your
I'm
phone
saying.
up. Pick your phone up. I don't want no problem.
Let me cut my
Call
phone off
JoJo
right now so I can remember.
Call JoJo your ass.
Huh?
Robert,
Huh? Yeah. You can hear.
No, JoJo, JoJo, help!
Wait,
JoJo, help!
Hey, Robert, I'm going live tomorrow. Let's go debate the paperwork.
What'd you say?
I'm going live tomorrow. Let's debate the paperwork.
Man.
Come on, King Kells,
man, you're gonna have to come to neutral ground. I can't be all. We're gonna be do neutral ground over there, man.
Man, I come over there. You come over here.
I always came over there the last 3 times. You're gonna have to come over here.
Nah, man. But the last time I came to your playing field, y'all kicked me out.
Huh?
No, I did.
Huh?
Oh,
did.
Last time
man.
I came to your playing field.
Like me up, y'all. Like me
I
up.
got kicked out.
Look, I can't do this shit. I can't
Oh,
have
the
you,
nigga from
Angie,
Memphis,
and goddamn.
at the top.
Man, but I went to Robert Keller group for them niggas trying to assassinate me in there.
Hey, what do you think happened over there? and then you putting up, and then you got the motherfucking live StreamYard comments on the motherfucker. You just leave the motherfucker up there. Fuck Robert Keller. Just leave that motherfucker just chilling on the middle of the screen. Fuck that motherfucker Keller. Fuck that nigga. There's about 100 fuck Keller comments in this chat. And he just clicking on all them motherfuckers.
That's the Robert Keller.
But Angie,
what? No, you ain't.
1 2 o'clock.
No, I'm not.
Set your alarm. I want you to be asleep. See, now y'all getting a glimpse of what the fuck Angie be doing to my ass. Y'all saw this shit live. Normally this shit don't happen live. Now y'all see what the hell I be dealing with.
Hey, Robert. Trust me, bro. I know.
Robert get on my goddamn nerve, baby.
Sky too. I used to deal with. I used to go through this shit with Dana J. Y'all done took over.
Man,
Sky, I'll be on this shit on the phone with Sky ass for 4 or 5 hours. Same shit.
Hold on, wait, Robert. Wait. Where's Keith?
Y'all don't want to keep this motherfucker.
Hell to the no.
I don't want to keep this motherfucker.
Where's Keith? Let's discuss.
Be careful. Be careful what you ask for. But now y'all go back. I just I want to let Angie know. Don't be on here too long, cause I don't want you to talk about. I'm tired. I'm call you tomorrow. 1 2 Central Time.
Man, I can't even go through all this stuff. This stuff is good, and Dana was right. I can't stop reading the shit. This lady done hit y'all with the bim bam boom boom.
I don't know what the hell y'all read.
No, wait, Angie. Wait till she get to the parent. Wait till you get to the parent part, and when she talk about Alice.
Oh, she talking about the parents?
Mama.
Wait. What about the parents?
Man.
All right, y'all. I'm
Bonjean
all right,
ain't no motherfucking joke.
I'm gonna get at y'all.
All right now.
Hey, Dana, hit me up tomorrow. We set that up.
All right, bro, I got you. And plus, I want to talk to you about Wednesday too. Next Wednesday.
All right, cool.
Man, that's this crazy. Let me see if I can skip to the parents. Okay. Well, honest that your parents.
And then on top of that, everything that JoJo was talking about the corporation, Bonjean hit it on the head.
Hell no, dang. We ain't finna talk about no corporation, no capital letters tonight. Hell no, I can't do this.
That's what I was trying to get in for last night because that's my alley right there.
I know, and that's what I was saying. Please, JoJo, please stop saying that when Dana around. Please, oh my gosh, he can start. He can go into that shit.
No, I want to do a live with JoJo talking about that. But I really want to. I really want to
arrive at the hotel, knocked on the door after arranging for Jane to meet the defendant in a hotel room. Jane's parents apparently called the police. Jane described the defendant as nervous and anxious, asking her to confirm. Jane described that she was 18 years old, and as she represented. Jane testified at trial after the defendant looked through the peephole. He made me go into the restroom immediately and told me to get dressed. And Jane said, "Are you 18?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Don't lie to me." And I said, "Yes." The defendant opened the door, and the police checked Jane's identification to confirm her age before leaving. The defendant was present when the police officers checked Jane's identification. Rather than calling it the night, Jane again removed her clothes and got on top of the defendant to continue their sexual activities. After her first encounter with the defendant, Jane told her mother that the defendant had asked whether he could fly her to meet him. Jane told her mother, "I said, duh." Jane continued to communicate with the defendant via text message and by phone, and to continue to spend time with the defendant in Orlando during normal dating activities such as seeing a movie and eating out. Lord have mercy. Upon James mother got frustrated with Jane for not prioritizing the movie. The defendant, the mother says you need to let your sons besides the mother, blah 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 blah. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Yeah. She going in for the kid. Let me see what this timely filing is about. Let me see what this timely filing is about. She ain't playing with y'all. Okay. So let me see. So she's undersigned counsel filed defendants rule 29, which I think is a acquittal, and 33 probably got something to do with objections or dispositions or something. 33 has something to do with objections. Okay, so something of the objections. Okay, so undersigned counsel filed defendants rule 29 and rule 33 motions today. I write this letter motion separately to request leave to supplement defendants rule 33 motion if necessary. As this court is aware, the MDC suspended legal visits for almost 1 month due to COVID, which greatly interfered with counsel's ability to communicate with the defendant. Legal calls and Zoom meetings were unreliable and in short supply through the month of January. On February 1st, the entire BOP went on security lockdown that further prevented communications with defendant. Indeed, the MDC only resumed legal visits last week. Undersigned counsel had her first legal visit with the defendant in roughly a month on February 10th. Since then, she has been able to visit with the defendant by Zoom several times, which allowed her to complete the defendant's post-trial motions by today's due date. However, the defendant has additional concerns related to his trial, include issues related to prior representation. And more ineffective
Wow.
assistance of counsel shit coming up, including issues related to prior representation that still need to be discussed and which could possibly lead to filing a supplemental Rule 33 motion. Before I even got to it, I know where she was going. Accordingly, an undersigned counsel seeks to preserve defendant's right to supplement his motion for a new trial if necessary. Defendant respectfully requests 30 days to supplement his Rule 33 motion.
She ain't playing.
Wow. Hold on. Wow, y'all.
She ain't playing. And
She ain't playing.
And Yvette girl YTF, look, sweetie, and the defense fund is all real, but that ship has sailed. You need to stop listening to certain people, okay? What you need to do is ask about the fake defense fund where your leader got $5,000 from Jocelyn Smith.
Oh, Miss Redson, come on, Andrew Walker, keep reading. Child, Lord have mercy. Now, come on, Chin Kale. Come
now
on.
Now watch this, Angie. And you just reading Azriel. Wait till the next person, which is Faith, pop up. That's where your heart going.
That's in there too?
Yep, that's the next one. Right after Jane is Faith.
Oh, shit.
And she smacked them one by one and destroyed every charge. I never seen nobody take on a whole RICO like that.
Yeah,
and she showed proof. And she showed proof and gave case law.
Wow. This is crazy. This is freaking crazy.
Y'all don't know Angie gonna be up for the next 48 hours. Look, I'm about
I got to work at some point, man. That shit. I'm gonna be about. What is going on?
And you ain't going to sleep and you ain't going to work.
Right. I mean, luckily all I have to do is roll over and start keying, but god damn.
I read that whole thing. It took me 3 hours and 42 minutes.
Wow.
But I, Angie,
This is correct. All right. Let me come back around the front. I was just looking at some more stuff in it. All right. Thank you, y'all. Y'all look here. Look here. Let me tell you, your girl ain't gonna. You know how we do over here. We like to solve what's going on, and we like to read into what we think the next steps are. And she mentioned on there about. Let me make sure I read that again. It looks like she been hear somebody with some more ineffective. She said, however, the defendant has additional concerns related to his trial, including issues related to prior representation. That means it's some more ineffective counsel shit coming, in my opinion, somewhere down the line. Yeah, I'm on the screen now. Y'all got to be kidding me. Yes, lady. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Team Kel. And here's the thing, right? Wherein a couple of those defense motions that we saw that came out towards the end of the trial seemed like that they was trying to play around with the elements and move shit around. No, this lady is attacking straight up logic based on what actually happened. She's not remixing it. Now, if she doing this on a post-conviction motion, half her work done when it gets to these appeals. Baby. Yes. Oh, thank you, Angie, for never blocking me. At the R. Kelly haters block me on their channel. They can't handle the truth because they don't want to hear the truth. Fine, yeah, we don't do all that blocking for no opinion or whatever. Anybody can come in and say free R. Kelly. Other people say lock R. Kelly up. We listen. We know how to, then y'all might slang and bang in there. I ain't gonna say that ain't gonna happen, but our last duty, we ain't punks like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it got to be like some crazy shit or whatever, or some trolls or whatever that we block. But other than that, when people come in and saying their opinions, especially when I'm familiar with, we familiar with you, you're not a troll or whatever. Let me say this: a troll doing troll shit. I put it like that. That's different. Let me say that. Other than that, yeah, we don't care. Yes. Oh my gosh, y'all. I got to go through and I got to pick out each little part, each little nuggets. Remember, I said, okay, so listen. It should have been some. Remember, I never bash another term. I was on Levi's. I'm pretty sure I said it. I said it 1,000 times. You got the challenge. Somebody, you got the if somebody's a minor. I mean, whether you like this type of shit or not, it's all strategy. Somebody said they a minor, you got to try to age them. Move it up. If somebody said that we were with, if the prosecution is alleging that the crime occurred in California when this person was 17, you got to make the government prove that he was actually with them. He could have been somewhere else. This is what she's doing. Now, she's kind of showing her hand if there's a second trial now. She's doing that. But she's going for the gusto. She's swinging and motherfucking banging. She's like, what? You got Attorney JB fucked up on these streets. That's what I'm talking about. I love me a good fight, baby. Yes, honey, yes. I told you. A person can be totally goddamn guilty. It's what you can prove, and you can't break the law to enforce the law. How about that? The jury portion of the motion. Okay, let me see. About that jury conflict. Let me see. Okay. Child, I can got, hon. I want to. Let me see what she raised on about the jury. Hold on. Okay, about this surviving R. Kelly shit. Okay, child, surviving R. Kelly and come back to haunt him. Oh, all right. It says the defendant was denied effective assistance of counsel where his trial attorneys failed to conduct a meaningful voir dire, which is the jury selection process, of potential jurors and challenged unqualified jurors, some of whom had watched the inflammatory docuseries Surviving R. Kelly or were familiar with prior accusations of sexual abuse of minors against defendant. Counsel's objectively unreasonable performance during voir dire resulted in the impaneling of a jury that was neither fair nor impartial. And you're gonna keep when you see anything about ineffective, you're gonna see the word prejudice, impartial. Those are the words that I was pointing out when I was going through. Kelly done beat my brains and I can't even think. Okay, I can't even think. So, and again, I've just been a paper pusher on cases that, when it comes to somebody that lost the shit, wasn't actually my shit. I ain't never lost one. I'm just saying it ain't actually my shit. So, I don't know this stuff right off the top of my head. So, but I'm pretty sure that Rule 29 has to do with acquittals. Rule 33 has to do with objections, dispositions, or Rule 32 or 33. One of them like that. But anyway. So it says, as United States Supreme Court Justice Black states in regarding Michael 320, well, whatever. It said it's difficult to conceive of a more effective obstruction to the judicial process than a juror who has prejudged the case. Wow. That is because due process means a jury capable and willing to decide the case solely on the evidence before it, and a trial court ever watchful to prevent prejudicial occurrences and to determine the effect of such occurrences when they happen. Listen. Tell you why her shit is gone. Listen. If this stuff don't work, and if it gets to the appeals area, when it gets to the appeals, tell you why her stuff is going to could be affected. Because once she's hitting constitutional issues, error, violations, she is right by citing, I'm not on the screen, y'all. She is right by citing the rights that it guarantees. Due process is one of them. She's raising all this stuff for a reason. It says, okay, this is because due process means a jury capable and willing to decide the case solely on the evidence before it, and a trial court ever watchful to prevent prejudicial occurrences and to determine the effect of such occurrences when they happen. Case law. It says the United States Supreme Court observed the right to a jury trial guarantees to the criminal accused a fair trial by a panel of impartial and indifferent jurors. This is true regardless of the heinousness of the crime charged, the apparent guilty of the offender, or the station in life in which he occupied. A juror who has formed an opinion cannot be impartial. She is absolutely 100% correct. Rule 24 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure governs voir dire in criminal trials. The rule provides that if the court examines jurors, it must permit attorney for the parties to A, ask further questions that the court consider proper, B, submit the further questions that the court may ask if it considers them proper. A trial judge who under Rule 24 decides to examine a prospective jurors himself must at the very least solicit questions from both parties. Naturally, the trial court's duty to ensure that each and every juror is fair and impartial is heightened where and here pretrial publicity has greatly increased the odds that a potential juror has preconceived views of the accused's guilt. In the case of substantial pretrial publicity, jurors' subjective assessments of their own impartiality may not adequately screen for the possibility of prejudice. Wow. Hold on. The court invited the counsel for the government and the defendant to review the questionnaires in advance of the jury selection and determine whether they could agree that certain individuals should be excluded for cause. The parties conducted that process and identified a set of potential jurors for the voir dire process. Inexplicably, defendant's counsel failed to challenge several jurors who ultimately sat on the defendant's jury who were clearly unqualified to serve on account of their preconceived beliefs about the defendant's guilt. Oh, man. Y'all, I ain't going to read all that, but yeah. Oh, god darn. Wow, y'all. I'm back on the screen. This is crazy. Karen, what's that? Is that oh you putting the stuff in there? Y'all, I'm back on the screen. This is crazy. But I told you, I said they have some stuff to argue. They have some stuff to argue. And here we go. I ain't making this up. I'm reading it. I ain't write the shit. Damn. I hope Keller's son goes somewhere because he think he gonna call me for me to explain that shit. He ain't got it tonight. He ain't gonna get it tomorrow. He need to go and look at what they look at the Constitution. He gonna tell me about I'm only accepting part of the Sixth Amendment. No, you are. That's what you're doing. I'm telling you the whole conflict shit. He want he think he gonna bring up extra shit. Oh, okay. That's what I thought it was. He think he finna run me fucking crazy. Not gonna happen, Captain. Did Atmos get a chance to read the whole thing? Both pages, both things. She finna hit some more people with some more ineffective assistance stuff. But if I'm reading right, if I'm reading it the correct way. That is crazy, y'all. Crazy. Right. Right. But she raising some freaking points. I'm trying to see how the prosecution Oh man, now we got to go figure out how to prosecute. Law Club Blue, we got to figure out how to prosecute, and anybody that's not in club, but we got to figure out how the prosecution can counter what she raises. I can tell you already right now that's gonna be hard. Ain't really shit we could challenge with that conflict of interest shit. And I mean, it's gonna be the prosecutors got to get crafty unless they're gonna have to rely on their argument. See, here's the thing: you can rely on your argument, but if your argument don't have something that has a fucking a big ass fact in it, like when you can use the Sixth Amendment. You can use the Sixth Amendment to back up your argument. That's a hard when you can use the law like the the governing shit. That's hard. You using They're using the Sixth Amendment as their evidence. The way to look at it. Child. I'm down to the little crumbs with the skin, but I got to chew on this expensive ass bubble gum. Hey, team lock RK up. Lock Kels up. You know, she's asking for. Hold on. She did what? She did acquittal. She did acquittal and new trial. Let me see. Hold on. Who is scrolling, honey? That's acquittal. I swore I saw a memorandum of law. Where I saw that at? I know I saw a memorandum of law in here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, she for acquittal. Got it. Ooh, ooh. Mm. I'm not on the screen, y'all. All right, Kelly. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, the government failed to prove it. Defense of racketeer. Okay. Well, y'all. Oh man. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm just trying to see. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry about that, y'all. Yes, honey. So she did it all. She covered it all. She covered it. I mean, this ain't all, but I'm just saying for what her time of filing, for the motion she's filing, right? So, like, she put in for an acquittal, right? She also at the same time put in for a motion for a new trial. She put in that motion for a new trial just in case later, if that acquittal is granted, right? But just say later on, if it's reversed, overturned, or something like that, then the new trial will already be in there in the timely, right along, right in time. She got it in with regards to timely filing. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm getting sleepy, but that's what I'm trying to say. So she would have been able to get that in as well. So she is, they pretty good, y'all. They pretty good. This is some new shit. Bon John, honey, Bon John. You all right with me? That's what she did. So you got to get that in now. Told y'all to put that goddamn champagne, hold it down, keep them caps on that champagne. Yes, honey. Let me see. So y'all understand? I didn't because I'm pretty sure y'all can listen to the actual reads and all of that. But I was just getting to the, some key points as far, I do the breakdown part of them and where I think she is going. She pretty much said where she's going. I'm just highlighting some of the stuff that she took care of, Some things that I believe that this preparation is gonna feed into a larger argument. You may be on appeal, maybe some some upcoming different motions or whatever that she gets to get in. But one important thing that she's doing and seems to be correct is that she's using the laws of the land as her evidence. She's hollering due process. She's hollering, yeah, you got a right to pick any counsel, but that counsel can't be ineffective or have any conflicts. She can using that. This lady came through within a amount of, I don't know when she got on the job, what shortly after the verdict. And I thought about all this shit. And on top of that, she got to throw her co-counsel stuff under the bus. She in the little preparation that I read tonight, she answered the test for ineffective counsel, what the test is. So she showed, where per her argument, she hitting it all, y'all. I ain't lying to you. That's pretty good now. Don't don't say no crazy shit to me. I'm just telling you what it is. Let me make sure I entered it right. Yep, she hit the test. You see me looking at the points I was going over yesterday, so I don't have to, think about it. Yep, she hit the test. Was reasonable and effective? Did it prejudice the fairness of the results? Did it follow due process? She cited those. I went over yesterday, and in her brief, you can see where she cited the test, which is the stuff I went over yesterday, which she cited. That's pretty good there. Yeah, y'all got some on y'all hands. And if she's heading up that Chicago case, now I'm not saying I mean I do believe there's more likely that he will still be found, guilty or whatever, even if there's a new trial or whatever, just based on the evidence that they, were able to prove in the first place. And I mean, I'm not saying whether he did it or not. I say prove. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you're dealing with. Can you prove it? I believe they got a fight and they got a real good chance. They have a real good chance. Public opinion is not allowed, no disrespect, but if I had to come out of the bushes. Okay, public opinion. Right. Make sure y'all like me up, the Free R. Kelly people. Team Kale, like me up. God damn. Lord, I'm telling you. When y'all get something good, I tell you. And over here, we focus on the subjects. We don't focus on bullshit all the time. We focus on the topics. The topics that y'all should be focusing on is that R. Kelly, and not all these bloggers and who on the channels and this, that, and the third. But yes, I'm so happy that I should never ever see any person that says that they're not coming over here. That is what I'm talking about. Stick to that. Don't pop up. There ain't nobody asked you to. No. We're fine. We need no numbers, no help, nothing. We're okay. I'm okay with 50 people. Long as you motherfuckers stay out. Yeah. We're gonna make this shit, we're gonna simplify this shit for both sides, okay? Because let me tell you something. When you read memorandum of law, right? When memorandum of law brief, right? That goes ahead of the actual brief. That lays out it talks about both sides, the facts in the case, the and all that stuff, what happened, this, that, and the third. But it addressed both sides. It don't matter what side that put it in, it addressed both sides. Like we do over here. What we do over here is consistent with 1, common sense, 2, the way things go in the courtroom, and 3, fairness. Incorporating both sides. Sometimes you have to let the ignorant, there's a reason why the ignorant will be ignorant the balance of their life, because of ignorant thought process, ignorant how they move, what they do, this and the third. I ain't got nothing to do with that. People make their own individual choices or what have you. But I'm just saying, we are common sense people. You know. But can y'all let me know because I I'm a teacher through and through. And y'all gotta let me know if y'all understanding what I'm saying. And I need to start doing that every time. Make sure y'all drop y'all links to y'all channels, and if y'all selling t-shirts, and if you're selling ads, tell them how much it costs and all of that. What's up, True? So let me know if y'all understand what I be talking about. See, Keller ass will get you confused. I believe I think I'm see how can I isolate his part? I think we gave poor Mocha a goddamn headache. I'm serious. I'm trying to see. I need to know that if y'all understand what the hell I'm talking about. Be talking about either side. Because I need you to know more than either free R. Kelly or lock R. Kelly up. I need you to know why. Why the people say. I don't see no answers. Did y'all understand what I was saying? What is going on? Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Reddy. Thank you so much. You mostly get it. That's not a problem. And we can go over this fresh. We're gonna go over it fresh without Keller, and then we're gonna let Keller come in, and then y'all just don't listen to him, and I'll just argue with him. But we're not gonna let him. We ain't gonna let him fuck us up like that. Hell no. She is. I got to go back and see what because I think she was attacking if I saw the little part, she was attacking the I think that what the government stakes the enterprise. And here's the thing, right? And this is where it ain't that. No, she's good. Don't get me wrong. But this is almost, you remember when I was over there, I'm like, you can use what the government says. You can use the government shit. Whatever they assert, that you can use it. So if the government asserts that the enterprise was created to do this, that, and the third, whatever, she can sit up there and raise, okay, the government say that the enterprise was created just for the sole purpose of breaking laws to when it comes to violating young girls, this, that, and the third, right? She can transform that in a literal sense and say, did the government prove that? Do you have something that say when he started singing, you got that vibe? He was like, you got that vibe. Hey, members of the public announcement, look here. I'm gonna violate some young girls, at this concert. We're gonna create a corporation, a LLC, just you got a vibe with these young girls. That's what we're gonna do. She can make them prove what they're saying in the literal sense, right? Not, and it, and that might be a problem if the prosecutor was talking, you know, figuratively. You know what I'm saying? That's what you put in a document. And if they convicted him and she's saying that, yeah, the jury might say but see, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. She is doing it. She is doing it. Okay, here's the thing. She's saying, she can say that they convicted him, right? The prosecution, per the outcome, proved what they're saying. But she can raise that they actually did not prove that he started an enterprise for the sole and purpose. I'm just making up something. The sole intent purposes of violating someone. And if the jury was sufficient, that's probably why she's going after the jury. Because if the jury was sufficient and wasn't prejudiced, they would have been able to see that the prosecutor did not prove that he set up that enterprise for the sole intent purpose of violating motherfuckers and shit like that. That's what it is. That's where she's going. Oh, speak to me, Jennifer Bonjean. Speak to me, my white sister-in-law. Speak to me. Come on and speak to your girl. And if that ain't what you're saying, that sounds goddamn good, and that's a point. Oh, go on, speak to me. Oh, dance now with your big ass. Oh, we on the song. Wake everybody up. Get them back in here. Oh, ain't nobody going to sleep tonight. So we solved this whole goddamn thing. Yeah. Oh, wake everybody up. Wake them up. Wake them up. Yes, honey. Yes, baby. I'm coming on, honey. What you say, Leslie? Wait till I read what? She done did it. She did what I said. She did what I'm saying right now. Leslie, she did what I said right now. Leslie, if you tell me that she did what I'm saying right now, oh, me and Club Blue, we finna have an arrogant motherfucking moment. Is that what you saying? Well, I got my bonnet with my head leaned to the side looking at this monitor. Oh, I got to go get into the paperwork. Because she can say, but for that motherfucking jury, shouldn't even been in place. They wasn't reasonable to make a fucking a ruling on shit. Oh, she's attacking the whole process. That's what she's saying. Speak to me, Jennifer Bonjean. Speak to me. Come on in my soul. Come on in my soul, Miss Bonjean. Miss Bonjean, come on in my soul. Lord, wake up some of them Puerto Ricans to get in here. What is going on? That's what she's saying. That is what she's saying. That's what she's saying, Shar. Girl, baby, if y'all don't cut me a check tomorrow, that's what she's saying. Now I got to go and find all that shit in that long ass paperwork. What? That's where she going. Jennifer Bonjean ain't through with you, mother. It ain't over yet, baby. Dance now with your big ass. Dance now with your big ass. What? Okay, Shaw, thank you for coming and giving me that information. Oh, hell no, y'all. That's what she's saying. I ain't got time to read all them documents and shit like that. You know, we get to it right in real time, right? That's what she going. She covering all bases. And that lady done came here and did that, did all that, compiled that shit in that little amount of time, and came up with all them strategies and and she giving you enough to where somebody got to grant something. That's what she's saying. And a whole lot more. You up with me? Baby, we got, let me see about what else I can find. Let me see what else I can find. About that goddamn jury. Hold on, let me see what I can find about that jury. What? Oh, go ahead on Miss Bonjean, honey. I respect your game, baby. Put in jury. What do I get when I say jury? Okay. All right, let's see what she says. This motion identifies two serious violations of the defendant's Sixth Amendment constitutional guarantees that require a new trial and are apparent from the record. Specifically, the defendant is entitled to a new trial where his trial team conducted no meaningful. Okay, so we went through that. Okay. Ooh, okay. She's citing every goddamn thing. Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 33 provides that upon the defendant's motion, the court may vacate any judgment and grant a new trial if the interests of justice so require. Unlike 29, see, when they put in that in the interest of justice, right? That right there, I call it a legal pressure, right? That means just what it says. In the interest of justice, you must do this in order for the defendant to be treated fairly based on what he has been guaranteed under the law. Innocent or guilty. It's what he's been guaranteed. It says confers broad discretion upon a trial court to set aside a jury verdict and order a new trial to avert perceived miscarriage of justice, but such discretion should be exercised sparingly. Okay. The right to a jury guarantees a criminal accused fair trial by a panel of impartial and indifferent jurors. Okay, so she's hitting the jurors on impartial and indifferent. Okay, what else she's hitting them with? In an effort to protect defendants, cherish guarantee of a fair trial, impartial jury. Okay. The court invited counsel for the government, and I'm not on the screen, y'all, and the defendant to review the questionnaires in advance of a jury selection to determine whether or not they can agree that certain individuals should be excluded for cause. Okay, the parties conducted that process, identified a set of potential jurors for the jury process. I read that, and jurors who ultimately sat on the defendant juror who was clearly unqualified. Oh, that's what they're saying. That she just said what I said. They were unqualified. These decisions cannot be justified by trial strategy where the record fails to reflect that trial counsel conducted a sufficient inquiry to probe these jurors' biases. Indeed, trial counsel was mostly silent throughout the voir dire. So she's hitting them on ineffective. See, she got evidence to support evidence, to cross-reference everything she's putting. Everything she's putting is supporting her argument here, her argument there. And then on top of that, she also got the what? The goddamn Sixth Amendment. Shut up. Fail to challenge, okay, certain jurors. Okay, okay. Perhaps most troubling, most of the defendant's jurors were aware of prior allegations of sexual abuse against him. Okay, there's a prejudice juror. Can't have that. Okay, and defense counsel's responsibility to conduct a meaningful voir dire, particularly in highly publicized case, to ensure that the defendant's jury was fair and impartial. So we went over fair and partial. And beyond the comprehension of this trial, it's beyond the comprehension that the trial counsel would not have sought to inquire further about a juror about his prior knowledge about the allegation. Prior knowledge, can't have that. Formally made ultimate remanded jury. Alternate cause. The defendant had no chance to defend himself, where most of the jurors in this case were fully aware of his prior legal. Okay, so I see where the places that she thinks she's trying to hit. I'm coming back on screen, baby. Wow, this is a lot. Yeah, she did good. She did good, honey. She ain't playing with you. I bet you the prosecution, hey, they agree to give her more time to get this goddamn brief in, this motion in. And they like, damn, this bitch. Oh man. Well, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here because I'm trying not to stay up again all night. This crazy. This crazy. I got to go through this though. I'm gonna need y'all to what? We gotta go through all this stuff. So thank y'all for coming on in to our channel. Thank you for all the support in these ways. Make sure you always do this so we can do these things. We keep it lit, especially when I drop this. And we keep it what? Live. Once again, on the way out from our channel by Angie, please do all those things. Club Blue, thank you for coming on in. This is Club Blue House. And thanks for all the support and all these ways you support it. Make sure you do these. So we can do that. And of course, that chat, keep it what? Lit. Especially when we drop that. And it is live always. Once again, on your way out, do all those things, please. And with that being said, Bondina got him. Bondina got him. Hey, thanks again to the panelists, the host, the hostess, and the guests, and everybody else. You know, I appreciate and love y'all all. It's another good live tonight. Hopefully tomorrow I have a chance to go through it all more, or today or whatever. But I gotta work first, y'all. I gotta work first. I gotta sleep first and I work first. So, man, that was crazy. So anyway, thanks so much, y'all, always, and thanks for all the mentions and everything. I appreciate it. I appreciate it always financially, fucking participation, emotionally, all those comments, good or bad. I try to read them all, and I try to at least acknowledge them. Um, and yeah, so oh no, you're welcome. Thank you, y'all, for hanging on in there with me. All right, peace out, about y'all, and be good to one another and to somebody else. Bye, y'all.